All right, everybody in chat, after a scary start to the race, we're finally ready to go with Light versus FlameForged. Everyone's here. We're ready to go. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
um, this is going to be a really tight match. There's a lot laying on the results of this match. The winner goes to bracket stage. The loser does not, I think we figured out. So, hopefully, I didn't generate a terrible seed for you guys this morning. But,
that could mean different things for either of us, so we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. So, we'll see. We'll see.
I spawned with the P tunic. We're good to go.
Are we both ready to start?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Light, you good to go?
Yeah.
All right. I'll count you down and we'll get the race underway. So start it up in 3, 2, 1, go. And good luck. All right. I will go ahead and start them up. Oop, and get audio. All right. Kokiri Forest start. Pretty decent. Not only will it let them be able to check Mido's house right away. Oh my god, Mido's house is loaded. Oh my god, it's a hookshot right away. Their first item. And a hookshot and a bomb chew bag. Oh my god, what is this? Literal baby seed. Okay, well, you just know that a hookshot bomb chew start in Kokiri Forest is like, setting up for just the worst kind of seed ever. So, I mean, we're not out of the woods yet. We'll see what this first hint we got here. Zora's domain is foolish. Alright, that's actually a really good hint. I mean, there's not a whole lot of checks in Zora's domain, but it is quite out of the way. So, having that kind of, be not required. I mean, the only, bonus would be is if, and village well leads to water temple. So we got water temple in bottom of the well. Okay, well, there we go. Zora's Fountain is on the way of the hero. So at least now they can just kind of skip Zora's domain and just go straight. Spend the last hour wandering. You were absolutely right. Alright, Flame gonna go ahead and do his... I mean, both of them look like they're gonna go ahead and do Minuet. Check. Makes sense. With free Scarecrow Song and a hookshot, it's just easy. Just hookshot straight up and you're good. Plus with bombs, they can... Oh! Light's actually choosing to go to Goron City. I don't know about this, though. Because maybe he plans on checking, Dodongos? But I feel like this is something you do, after you get Minuet. Because Flame, once he gets his song, he'll be able to come back here and then do this. And then, go down, check his DC, and then do the CAC stuff. I'm not sure what the benefit is to going to Goron City along the way. Because there really isn't anything to do here, except just kind of hunt for items. I guess he does have hookshot, so he could be going for the song in Crater. But again, it just seems like a routing snafu. But I guess, checking this stuff early could be good. We got a big chest on the right side of the boulder maze, so that's something to go, do. But, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of bomb chews, so it's one of those, he only has one heart left, so he's got to be extra careful, making sure that the bomb chew doesn't blow up on the wrong boulders. And we're about to see if it paid off doing this extra trip in here. And a heart to top off his health. Rudo's letter. Alright, so letter in Goron City. Oh, and of course, the sky is blue, right? CAC, way of the hero. You don't say. Alright, unfortunately for Flame, There's nothing on Minuet, which means that's where they would have got Prelude. And now we'll be able to see where Forest Temple goes. So Forest Temple goes to Ice Cavern. Not a whole lot you can do in there without a bottle. And obviously they'll have to turn in their letter to King Zora in order to make use of that Rudo's bottle. Not sure what Flame was looking at right there, but he's back on his journey. And we're about to find out the next two hints coming out of Sacred Forest Meadow. See if we get anything else. Oh, he already checked. He's on the way. Well, he checked the one on the way. What is this here? Zora's River is foolish. So, unfortunately, Zora's Fountain had to be Way of the Hero, but Zora's River, Zora's Domain is like that, like being Baron is like that 1-2 punch. Song of Storms in Bolero. Song of Storms, pretty good item to get early. That looks like a recovery heart or a red rupee. It looks like something red. But, yeah, Light's gonna have to get out of there or else he'll burn to death. Not... Well, I guess he's gonna die just so he can get back here. But I would have checked what the Fire Temple entrance was, for sure. Yeah. The seeds where you get Zora's River, Domain, Fountain, all barren are like so good. But in these settings, it is kind of unfortunate to have that kind of thing, because sure, you don't have to go to that one area of the map at all, but if you need to go to Ice Cavern entrance to see what that is, then ooh. So Death Mountain Crater is Way of the Hero. So that's a funny hint to get in Death Mountain Crater. But we got Song of Storms here. Oh, and there's a boomerang. I knew I saw something red, but I guess it was the jewel on top of the boomerang. So, unfortunately, Storms and Boomerang are two pretty like good items to get as Way of the Hero, but ooh, Flame falling. But you know, they'll have to decide which one is which. Ravaged Village contains Saria's song. Not a super great. Well, actually a pretty good song to have on that check. I don't hate it just because I was like, it's awfully quiet on Flame's side. His Goron City just doesn't have any music. Okay, Flame has exactly enough bomb chews to make it to the chest. Alright, no more bomb chews for Flame, but he's gonna get Rudo's letter, so very nice. And now we'll get to see what's on Death Mountain Trail. I don't know if that'll make it. Oh, it made it. Okay, that was easy. Alright, let's see where Dodongo's Cavern goes. Forest Temple. Not bad. And I mean, they'll be able to do quite a lot of Forest Temple, provided, you know, they don't get locked behind Strength or Bow or Song of Time. So really, they won't be able to do, like, almost anything in Forest Temple. They'll obviously be able to do the lobby, and then you can do, like, the first, like, the Stalfos check. And then after that, I guess there's nothing. Oh, there is the skull on the wall before the Stalfos, so really there is, like, nothing you can do at Forest Temple. Oh, there's also the basement. That's right, there's also the basement. I'm sure Flame is going to come and check where Fire Temple entrance goes. And that could end up being some vital information, especially if it's something really easy like Dodongo's Cavern. Unfortunately for Flame, he has no bomb chews left, so he's kind of going to be out of luck if it is. But if it's something like Deku Tree, then he could probably do some of it. Bottom of the well. So bottom of the well, he'll have to do his child, which means that Bolero is required in order to get in there. Just because child can't make it to the inside of the crater without it. So bottom of the well being there is pretty vital information, I would say, for Flame, just because it's like it's the only reason that Bolero would be important in a seed is to get child to here. Like otherwise you can just come here as adult. Unless of course the hook shot and hover boots are locked. Oh, Flame isn't going to be able to make it on time. And he's just going to spawn back at the dungeon entrance too, so I think Flame is going to have to save and quit here. Like, I don't think there's a way for him to make it out, right? Yeah. Now his timer is still 24 seconds, so Flame is unfortunately going to have to save and quit. Which isn't, like, super bad. He goes back to Kokiri Forest. He could make a trip all the way back to like Lake Hylia. 18 seconds to climb. Yeah. I've actually never timed it myself, but I could believe that. Alright, so Light finds nothing in Forest Temple, so he's going to be making his leave. And now we're going to go down to Kakariko. So it looks like Flame is going to Kakariko as well. So we're going to see like double Kak play. Makes sense, you want to clear it as fast as you can. You know, it being Way of the Hero. Obviously, the Nightmare situation is the Way of the Hero and Kak being that Saria song on Nocturne check. And because we haven't seen them check their medallions and stones yet, we don't know how terrible it's going to be to get that. But, I mean, with luck, it'll be either the song on the windmill or a sick item check from one of the many, many items in Kak. So, Kokiri Forest, Way of the Hero, that's not surprising to me. I mean, obviously, they got some pretty good items in Kakariko. Or, I mean, Kokiri Forest. Nice strat there from, oh my god, Flame's got a banger for his Kakariko music. This is the RuneScape, like, login music, isn't it? Alright, okay, so we got Bolero. Bolero in Storms. So, like I said, Bolero is necessary. So, it could just be that. Like, yeah. Oh, man. I remember, like, getting home from high school and logging into RuneScape and just, like, this banger starts up and you're just like, oh, yes, I'm ready. Oh, that's funny. Oh my god, you can make it up there in one jump? That's crazy. Alright, there's Flames Bolero. Oh, and Light was about to go check graveyard stuff, but I guess nope, we have other things to do afterwards, so we're going to go ahead and see where the skulls are. So we'll be able to see what kind of skull hints we got. 50 skulls is dead. 30 skulls is dead. How come magic is always on 40 skulls? Every time. Every seed. I think this is the second seed magic's been on 40, and it was on 50 in one of my seeds. Luckily for me, I found magic somewhere else, but I mean, like, oh, that's hot, cat. I love those tube cheeses. 40 skulls ink before we started the race. 40 skulls seems to be the magic number. I mean, there's a lot of seeds that have had like stuff on like 10 and 20, but for the higher numbers, like 40 seems to be the needle threader. Very rarely there's 30, very rarely there's 50. Light desperately farming bomb chews. Oh my god, he got 2 bomb chew drops from those drops. Very nice. So our runner started with Sunsong, very useful for skulls. Flame is making use of it right now, checking the Sunsong grave. May as well when you're here. Obviously, Zelda's Lullaby is still eluding them, but not super necessary right yet. I mean, obviously there's a lot of places it could be. Since they found Ice Cavern so fast, we could see it in there. And that bottle could be a useful in order to clear out Ice Cavern in order to get it. But doing Ice Cavern without a bomb bag or hover boots is kind of annoying. Do not recommend. 0 out of 10. Alright, we got double Dampe race. So far, route's pretty similar. I mean, they both cleared out Goron City, Lost Woods. Light still hasn't been to Minuet yet, which is, I mean, it's not super terrible, like, because it was nothing. But, I mean, he doesn't know that. Ice Cavern mid on the best of days, not on Banjo Race. Rushing Ice Cavern seems to be the greatest play. I mean, unless of course you get that legendary Ice Cavern Baron hint, but so far we are not so lucky. Ooh, Dampe has a big chest. And what do we got? Just a wallet. Wallet, not super terrible though. Lets him. Oh no, Light! Nah! Oh, tried to save frames. Ended up costing him like 50 seconds. I like that fanfare for Valero. Yeah, I like clearing Ice Cavern. Especially on these settings, we got blue fire arrows. And so it's always nice being able to like shortcut Ice Cavern by just melting all the red ice and the ice walls. Alright, so Flame going back to Crater now. Obviously he knows that it's Way of the Hero. Oh no, he doesn't. Flame never got that hint. So he doesn't know it's Way of the Hero, but he hasn't checked the rest of the dungeon, so there's Light getting his wallet. Unfortunately, Flame has no bomb juice. So we're gonna be you know, Jesus take the wheel kind of thing. I mean, I just really hope he checks the wall. Oh, Light going to check his temple now. Oh, he's still not. Unless he did. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Oh, Flame. This is hard. Not shield dropping the rocks either. No bomb shoes. No. But at least we're getting a boomerang out of it, so Flame grabs his boomerang. Both of them now with boomerang and letter. So Jabu has to be a dungeon that they do as child only. So inside Jabu is either Deku Tree, Dodongos, or Jabu. Most of the time it's either been Bottom of the Well or Jabu. So there's a good since we know that Bottom of the Well is in Fire Temple, we know, I mean, there's a pretty good chance that Jabu is just vanilla dungeon. And so if that's the case, then they'll be able to just straight up do the dungeon. Light. I love when the Windows song is like a thing. It's always funny. Song of Storms checks. We still have a Song of Storm check to do in Kokiri Forest, which is one of their Way of the Hero locations. I mean, obviously there's that, plus the the sword check, so they probably don't want to go back there as adult. Because then they'd just be kind of orphaning the check. But I don't know, they haven't been child yet, and I don't see any reason to go child super right now. Alright, Flame's turn to clear out as much as he can of Forest Temple. We know that he's not going to find anything though. And I don't think there's... Oh my god, I didn't even know you could hookshot onto that fence. Well, I guess
Battery
lights...
low.
Battery low. Something's low on Flame. Alright, what do we got here? Dodongo's Cavern is in Water Temple entrance, so that almost means for certain that Jabu is vanilla. Well, not certainly. It's a 50-50 now. It's either Deku Tree or Jabu. Alright, so it looks like Light's finally deciding to go back and check his minuet. I think he needs to look a little bit more to the right for this. That should work. Yep. First try. Alright, loading up on skulls. I mean, it's one of those things where, like... I think Asmi said this in another seed, and I think it's pretty accurate. With skulls, you're either kind of like all in or all out if you need to get a high number of skulls. And both of them seem pretty passive. Like, there's not a whole lot of going out of the way for skulls. Which makes sense, because, I mean, magic meter is on skulls, right? So, you don't really need magic unless you need to get into... I mean, obviously you need magic to beat the game, but other than that, you only really need it for... Dins and you know, the occasional fire arrow usage, but I mean there's nothing you can do with fire arrows that you can't do with Dins, so yeah. I mean, it's, yeah, just because like Jabu has to be accessible by child, and there's not a whole lot of dungeons that are solely child accessible. Or I guess it's not that, but it's that, like, adults. I don't know. Because, yeah, I guess there's fire. You can't get into forest. You can't get into water. You can't get into ice cavern. I don't know. It's like a toss-up. Alright. Light going to check his forest temple, which we already know is ice cavern. His bottle is still... Oh, he's actually going inside. Which, his bottle is still full of a letter, so... Yeah, exactly. I think... I actually don't know if we've seen any other dungeons in Jabu in this tournament. I'm pretty sure it's been either of the two, and that's it. So we're about to see if this dip into Ice Cavern pays off for Light. There's not a whole lot he can check. I'm pretty sure like that's like the only thing. And I missed that hint that Flame got there. But oh, it was just there. Okay. So Flame checked his upper crater. Almost triggering Big Ron. Alright, yeah, so Light solved the Silver Rupee puzzle and then he is out of there. The only thing you can do without a bottle is is just like that first skull. Kind of funny. Oh, is Flame gonna try and do this strat? No, this requires a very specific setup to get this skull. So I don't know if Flame knows it, but we'll see. Yeah, you can't just backflip to this one, Flame. If there's a weird setup that Exodus came up with to get that token that's kind of slow, but it could be useful in some situations if you really need the skull. Indiana Jones! Okay. Like, you side hop into the boulder or something, and then you do like 7 horizontal slashes. Or something like that, and then you just jump slash a bunch of times until eventually you get the skull. It slowly, like, changes your position. I mean, obviously, the real thing is just kind of play the game until you find the hammer. Alright, Flame back in CAC. Checking our grotto, which I believe was nothing. I think Light already did this. Alright, we're about to find Dodongo and Water are the, Dodongo and Water are our 2 other stones. Oops, that says Deku. So, Dodongo, unfortunately, I mean, it takes a long time to get into Dodongo. Oh, Death Mountain Crater, Way of the Hero. Ice Cavern, Way of the Hero. Okay. And I missed the last hint, but... Oh, Valley Foolish, thank you. So, Ice Cavern, Way of the Hero, interesting because they have really easy access. I feel like all of the pieces that they have here are like pretty easy. Goron Tunic from Richard, actually having an item. Oh, hover boots on 10 skulls. Flame checking the rest of his skulls. Sees that magic is on 40. So, not bad. So, hover boots early, pretty nice.
GDO sucks. GDO sucks.
Okay, so Flame hates Skull Seeds. He always has to play Skull Seeds when I generate the seeds. And so it's... And so, yeah. Okay, so we got Forest Temple, Deku Tree, Fire Temple, Shadow Temple, and Spirit Temple, and Jabu. Okay, so... At this point, I think it would be safe for either runner to just kind of play through the seed and just hope that they find, hope that they find magic. This is exactly a situation that I was in a race for. And I went absolutely hard on skulls, but Pixel didn't. And, we kind of ended up getting like the same number of skulls, even though I went out of my way for them and Pixel didn't, because he just went for dungeon completion and kept like passively getting them. And I know, right, Asmi? I was saying earlier that in this seed, in this tournament, it's like 40 seems like the magic number. Obviously, we had 10 this seed as well. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, obviously, Light's gonna go and do his song loop. I wouldn't be surprised to see Bolero out of Lon Lon Silo, just so he can go clear out bottom of the well. But doing bottom of the well without ZL is kind of a... It feels real bad, just because you can't clear a lot of it without getting rid of the water. But it's not in logic without Kokiri Sword to clear the dead hand, I'm pretty sure. I think that's a GTG is GTG. Flame's got some really good songs and sound effects. I love funny random sound effects. It's just so funny. Alright, ZL should be coming soon from like, I mean, there's a chance it could be on Requiem. I mean, people's sound folders are custom, so people can have like all their own custom songs and sound effects. But I mean, that's just a song that's like in Ocarina of Time. Oh, and I missed what that song was. Be the change. Alright, we'll see what Light marks it. Oh, it was Minuet, I think. See, he has Minuet marked. So Minuet, not a bad song. Obviously kind of sucks because they went out of their way to check. Light not getting that skull. I mean, if a skull is just kind of handed to you, at least this gives him free access to check Saria's song, which gives Song of Time, so not not super useful. Unfortunately, nothing big coming out from Bombchu Bowling for FlameForged. Gonna go get his Goron tunic. Ooh, don't touch that dog. Oh no! Okay, I thought that brown dog got attached on. It's always like so terrible when you have like the wrong dog. And then you just can't shake him. He's like, are you my mommy? Alright, last check in Kokiri Forest. We have yet to see the Kokiri Sword. Obviously, with, you know, 2 banger items right off the bat in Kokiri Forest, bombs and hookshot. I mean, you never know. But I would expect to not see a big chest here. But, I mean, always clear your way, the heroes. Don't leave anything unchecked just because this could be the item that this hint is referring to. It's not, but it could have been. So Flame, now knowing he needs skulls, comes in here to get this one. Flame's at 14. I didn't see how many skulls Light had. Light going to check his, like, early Hyrule, the Castle Grotto. And then probably going to be doing the exact same route that Light is doing, going, you know, jumping straight into Lost Woods. Light never cleared this stuff. I'm pretty sure Flame did this right at the beginning. Oh yeah, that's where we found out well led to Water Temple. I'm pretty sure. Alright, choosing to die off the Gossip Stone instead of Sun Song to get back up, because that would have definitely saved a Bombchu. Who knows if that's... Ooh, camera turning exactly in the opposite direction that Flame was hoping for. The door closing sound effect is the cuckoos. I love it. I think that's the one thing I regret, not having like too many randomized sound effects. The only ones I really like having are Epona always has to be the cow. Uh-oh, Flame didn't pick up the right cuckoo. Yeah, it's in that gaggle now. Oh, he actually found it. I can't believe it. I think we got nothing there from the Ocarina game in Lost Woods. I do not see any change to Light's tracker. Alright, Child Goron City now. 16 skulls for Flame. Rolling Goron check. This Goron always seems to have something. I mean, a lot of... Oh, he jumped right over the Bombchu! He knew his fate. Alright, just a Deku Stick. Didn't have anything today, unfortunately. Flame doing some nice side hops. And yeah, his route is probably going to be very similar to Light's. I don't know if he's going to do Child Goron City, but... see if Flame goes for this skull. It is kind of involved having to push the crate, but I mean, when you know you need the skulls, why not, right? It looks like he's going a little harder on skulls than Light is. I mean, obviously, neither of them have cleared their... Well, I was about to say neither of them have cleared their bottle, but they can't logically get into Zora's domain because there's no Zelda's Lullaby. I mean, obviously, you can use the chicken to get past the waterfall, but I mean, like I said, that's not in logic. And there's no scale either, so... Alright, Flame thinking. Okay, he is going to Lost Woods to get that last song check. Okay, so Light's at 15 skulls, and he's currently doing his Night Skulls. So, kind of funny that he got Broken Stick and then checking this. There's Light's Song of Time. I mean, a Flame Song of Time. Checking the hint again, just to make sure it wasn't misread the first time. Alright, here we're getting Broken Stick for a second time. Not that it really matters. Alright, so Flame is coming out of here. I'm just like, I'm so just waiting for them to like see what's in bottom of the well. Just because like I know I would have like rushed there immediately after getting, you know, bombs right in the beginning. But, you know, obviously I want to see if I'm like getting punished. Light like, now one Bombchu, two Bombchu, nah, I'm done with this. So Light's gonna be able to clear out another skull in the graveyard, and that'll give him 20, so he'll be able to do his 10 and 20 check. So not only will he be able to get the hover boots, but he'll be able to like check and see what the 20 skull hint is as well. I mean, Cackway the hero, you can't discount it. It seems Light didn't get the hint that Water Temple's in bottom of the well. Either that or else he's just clearing it for now. I mean, no, he did get the hint. We saw him get the hint, so he might just be opening it for later. Since he's child, since he's here, may as well open it and then go. Good strategy. Whether or not he actually needs to go in, doesn't matter yet, I guess, but... Alright, what do we got from Dampe here? Good time of day, digging around for Light. Just a bloopy, though. But, like I said, the real reason to come here is to grab this skull and check your 20. Especially he was at 19 before, so it's like absolutely no reason. So I imagine he's going to be going back and checking them. Using Sunsong to get back to the entrance. Something we should have seen FlameForged do in Lost Woods. Instead of climbing that long ladder. Oh, and we got chickens too. Right, I guess there's the day cac child stuff, which is only like this, I guess. Doesn't prove to be fruitful. Alright, now we get to see what 20 Skulls has. So obviously we get our hover boots from check number 1. And the anticipated check number 2. Just a heart. Does give him another heart container, though. Very needed for the early game. Having 4 hearts, not great, because it leaves you very open to the Iron Knuckles later on in the game. Having a 1-hit buffer is kind of nice. So, Light is now leaving Cac out the front door. I would imagine he's going to Zora's River now. I mean, obviously there's nothing for him in Zora's River, but getting into Zora's domain with the chicken will let him clear his bottle. Having the bottle for bugs is pretty vital in... I guess it's not super vital in getting to 40 skulls, but especially since they have the hookshot and the boomerang. Like the skull collecting... And Sunsong, the skull collecting, like, Trinity. I don't know why skull collecting Trinity was like such a tongue twister for me, but I don't know. It just was. Obviously, we're going to buy some beans too. And by beans, I mean buy a bean. Not enough for 2, because they cost cumulative amounts. I guess on the way here... Oh, I was about to say you could check like Song of Storms on the frogs, but Zora's River's barren. Gerudo Valley being barren too makes it really difficult to kind of go out of your... Okay. Oh, he's doing this for money. Yeah, I was like, what are you doing, Light? But yeah, if you play songs for the frogs, they give you 50 rupees per song. So he's loading up his wallet. I don't hate it. It's a little bit of a waste of time, but I mean, could be good. Yeah, Light not going out of his way to check those 2 hints in River. Could be vital, but is it worth all the time? I feel like with the information that they have, it's probably not super vital, because sure, they don't have all their sometimes hints yet. And I mean, we only have like 1, I think. But they have 3 Barons and all 5 Way of the Heroes. So I think that that's good enough in a lot of cases. Because the sometimes hints are like, you know, stingers have X, 1 pot in this certain check has X. Sometimes hints are good for, like, you know, those random checks, but... Alright, Flame with 21. I think Light has 21 as well. So we're pretty tied on skulls. Not super terrible. What's this hint here? Zora's Fountain is Way of the Hero, of course. Just a duplicate. Light doing this for money, I guess. He has to dive back down to grab a fish anyways. So maybe... No, he's definitely checking Zora's domain. Bad, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Clearing your barons is something that's not recommended. He's probably going to be able to get all 3 of these rupees in 1 dive, which is pretty nice. Oh, it feels so good. Definitely saves a lot of time. And with the flame storage from the torch, easily able to double up on his you know, checks and stuff. So Flame hit 25 skulls. He's going to be able to check his 20 skulls now as well. But it's just going to be a heart, so... However, that also gives a another heart container, so... I mean, makes sense. They both have pretty equal checks. Now Flame's going to go do the graveyard and open up Water Temple. Pretty much the exact same thing that we saw Light do. Their routes are pretty cookie cutter. A blue rupee in a barren location. Unheard of. It's just one of those, like, you know, shocked Pikachu face moments, you know. Alright, and now we'll get to see Zora's Fountain. So, I mean, obviously we know Zora's Fountain is Way the Hero. Not a whole lot you can do as Child, though. There's only the Fairy Fountain, but without Zelda's Lullaby, it's, you know, not super, worth. As we called, Jabu is Vanilla Dungeon. With the boomerang, you'll be able to clear the entire thing. And so, if there's an item in here, Light will be the first one to get it. There's a pretty high boomerang throw from Flame. Flame will get whatever's in here if there is something. Like, I can't imagine Flame, like, not coming to Jabu with, you know, letter. Oh, Flame's going to bottom of the well. I don't hate that either. It's not as guaranteed. Like, he knows that he can get to Jabu entrance eventually. But why not pop in and see if you can grab anything else from bottom of the well. I guess another thing to consider is that Jabu isn't in logic right now. So it could be a late game play to go into Jabu just because you know you need ZL. And I mean, they could need a plethora of items in order to logically get to Requiem where it could be. So I think I like Flame's play a little better than Light's. But I mean, obviously Light would be able to clear this, you know, eventually. Bomb bag from Light. Not super important because they have the bomb chew bag, but you know, more explosives is better than less explosives. Going in with the boomerang, you'll always want to go to the right side first instead of the left side. So that way you can clear the little thing that stops the bubbles. Wait. Wait, did Flame just get eaten through the wall by that like? I didn't even know that was the thing. Like, I'm actually, like, I saw his shield is gone, and I'm like, oh, that's... Wait, how could he lose his shield this early in bottom of the well? Alright, well, see ya, Rudo. Alright, I'm pretty sure Flame is opening this without checking it. I didn't see what was in the coffin, but maybe he knows more than I do. Oh, it was a key ring, okay. Oh, Flame getting bullied by the keys. And now he's getting bullied by the coffin. Everyone knows this struggle, like jumping back and forth over the entrance. It's exactly the right width to kind of a small jump kind of sends you right over the edge. So, I'm not sure what Light's doing here. I think he's lost because clearing this only clears the one area, like, down below. I mean, obviously, if it has an item, he'll want to, like, get there. I mean, you can grab those, whatever's in those skulls with the boomerang, but... Oh, man. Light's really low on health here. Kind of sucks dying in bottom of the well. Oh, well. Ask and ye shall receive. Alright. One skull in the basement, nothing for light. Second skull in the basement. They're both bloopies. So not super great. There's still the one in Rudo. Unfortunately, you can't jump up there. You need to go down the one specific hole, so he's going to be climbing the vines. Ooh, and we got a bottle. So Flame now has an empty bottle aside from his Rudo's letter, so now he doesn't need to empty his bottle out. So that could save a trip all the way over there. I mean, so far, Jabu hasn't been paying off for light. There's not really anything to do in here. I mean, he's got like 3 checks left. He's got this one skull coming up. There's one in the room before Baronade, and then we have Baronade itself. Look at it. Another wallet. Alright, so we got... Light's got maximum rupeeage. 500 rupees. Pretty nice. Doesn't really do much. Especially since you already have the Goron tunic, and people probably aren't going to be buying the... Zora tunic, because it's kind of involved. This is trying to remember what song. This is Star Road from, or Rainbow Road from Super Mario Kart, right? Flame's music. I'm pretty sure. Either way, it sounds good. I just remember like that track being so terrible as a kid. Just because it's really, really easy to... Light taking one kind of feeble attempt to hit the switch. Not really even doing the right setup. Not sure what he was going for there, but... Alright, we got a stick. Another stick. Oh, and we got a big chest here. Flame probably saw that before when he got eaten by the like. Got a blue rupee here. And now he's going to get eaten again. Unfortunately, he's already digested his shield. Not a whole lot to lose by getting sucked on by the like. More bomb chews. Not what he wants to see, because bomb chews can just drop from grass. But we got one last check that he can do down in the basement. Oh, I guess bomb chews are what he wanted to see, because he had none left. And he needs exactly 2 bomb chews in order to get this last item. Although he can peek it through the wall here. And so he doesn't need to come around, but it looks like we're just going to drop the bomb chews anyway. Nothing in bottom of the well, nothing in Jabu. So it looks like both of the plays are turning out pretty crappy. Alright, and Flame's about ready to go back adult. Still haven't seen the south areas of Hyrule Field, and also haven't seen Lake Hylia as child. But I mean, it is a long way out of the way, especially without Serenade. Not sure what Flame plans to do as adult, but we have one medallion for Light to add to the tracker. Hasn't checked what his medallions are, so I think he was looking like, huh? Anyway, to get Saria's song, they have to complete Deku, Fire, and Shadow. So probably not going to be super worth getting that. It looks like Light is going to go try Death Mountain Crater now. Oh, and with the bottle, Flame is going to go to Ice Cavern. I really like this play because we know that Ice Cavern is Way of the Hero. And he has everything he needs to full clear it as well, so we're going to be getting the song in here too. Wouldn't be surprised to see this be either Requiem or ZL. Obviously, I think Requiem would be more of a pleasure to see because it's another free song, and that could be ZL. So, I can't imagine Light will be that far behind checking this now that his bottle is free. but probably just wants to clear bottom of the well. Just because, you know, you're child, so may as well stay child and just do that one more thing. Rather than have to go adult and then back child and adult and child and adult. Not that I think it, like, it's bad to switch back and forth, but I mean, it is kind of out of the way. Going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I mean, all that, unfortunately, we know that all Light's gonna find here is his, just bomb shoes. But it doesn't really matter because we already have a bomb bag, so. And then, I mean, if Flame decides to go into Jabu, it's like, yay, a wallet, yay. Alright, we are now going into new territory. Well, I guess we were before when we got the blue fire. I'm not sure what Light's doing here. Sees the keyring. We'll be going for the keyring. We got a Deku Nut. Nothing here. So far, no items. There's just the song and the skull on the wall left to check. Flame does want this skull, though. Makes sense because he's never going to be coming back here. Light is going to get bodied off the coffin here. Oh, but he's on the edge. Perfect opportunity to just kind of dip himself in. Alright, so The Way of the Hero in Ice Cavern is almost definitely the song at this point. Like I said, there's still one skull that it could be, but at this point, probably not. Oh yeah, I guess going into Jabu for Flame would have been kind of nice because having bombs in this room would have been, Oh, is Flame going back for blue fire? Flame, you know that there's blue fire in that room, right? And it's probably faster to get that blue fire than it is to run all the way back here for this. I mean, sure, you have to push the block, but I mean, with hover boots, you can do that room pretty fast, so you don't need to push the block all that way, but or if you know, like, the setup to do the jump up to the ledge without needing the block, that's a thing too, but I'm not really sure if either of them do know it. Alright, let's see what's in this skull. Just another skull. So 28 skulls for Flame, and Light is going all the way down to the basement. Don't know if that was intentional to do there. Kind of sucks because now in order to do his last check, he'll have to go back up. He knows it's a big chest in that room, so I feel like that definitely wasn't the best of routing. Especially, like, crawling through this grotto, like, a second time just, like, really sucks. Man, Flame not even... I was about to say not even holding up his shield, but I forgot. Oh, wait, he does have a shield. I thought his shield got eaten. Maybe he bought another one, or maybe he found another one. I don't know, I didn't see. Good thing about the current, not the current, but good thing about the settings is that because Zora's domain is dead, they won't need to save blue fire for doing King Zora. Light making extra sure he doesn't get his shield burned. by these keys. Oh yeah, I guess there is one more check. I forgot about the item that you get. Light? I don't even remember what I said. Alright, lights out of here. And just a wee little chest. So the song is definitely going to be the... Luckily it's a skull, though. Requiem. So it was Requiem. So I actually kind of would rather Requiem. I imagine he's going to immediately Requiem. Yeah, sorry, I meant Light is worried about getting his shield burned. Duh. Light buying a blue fire. But why? I mean, I guess it saves... It saves him having to bottle that first blue fire. Alright, is this ZL? Yeah. ZL had to be coming soon. Like, there was just no, like... There was no way around it. Ruta Valley Foolish, we already knew that. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that buying blue fire play, but... That was a good reaction from Flame. Just facial expression stayed the same, and then just like head forward. That was really funny. I'm sad you guys couldn't see that. Alright, we got Zelda gasping. Zelda gasping is Flame's low health sound effect. Alright, as expected with that massive massive blue fire buy, we're going right into Ice Cavern. Ooh, look at that big chest. First thing in Shadow. Don't mind that. Lens of Truth. Okay, probably do mind that a little bit. Doesn't really do a whole lot. I mean, lets you do market lens game for sure. That's a check I kind of adore, to most people's dismay, I should say. Alright, like getting nutted on. Oh, Flame! Flame managing to make it away from the hand. Oh, please don't. Oh my god, those things can drop hearts? I didn't know those things could drop anything. I am actually like astounded. Like, I thought they were just like not real enemies. Ooh, a nice jump slash right when it mattered most. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, the boss key. Early boss key in Shadow is always very welcome. Because of the way the dungeon layout is and the shortcuts, oh my god, Light's getting like perma frozen. The key ring has to be somewhere that's like easy to get to. Like, yeah, Flame can just clear Shadow right now. I just realized he has ZL and he has hover boots. So he's definitely leaving. Oh, yeah, it could be Longshot locked, that's right. Or Din locked. I forgot there's so many items that could be. And you'd think I'd remember something like that after having, like, you know, been screwed by that twice. But it is what it is. Oh, Flame's about to get hugged, I think. Oh, just managed to make it over. Yeah, seeing the keyring on the Pierre chest is like just so terrible every time. I think I would rather see it Din's locked than Pierre locked. Because if it's Pierre locked, you're like, ah shit, I gotta leave. But if it's Din locked, then you need to take the boat. Just for, you have to be able to like, just go. There's always that hope. And you get to hang on to that hope and be like, yeah, I didn't see a Flame check the chest, but I imagine he did, so... Alright, the eye-rolling moment is upon us. Sorry, Flame, that door's locked. Oh my god. Is he really gonna go for that at this angle? Oh, he made it. Actually, can't even check the skull. There's no... He doesn't have a bow. Yeah, so we can't even see. So I guess we have to take the boat anyway. Alright. Light gets his Requiem, and now obviously we're gonna go straight to Requiem. Ooh, Flame's actually fighting the Stalfos. Getting his Deku Nut. And I like this, checking the hint and the arch before going into the dungeon.
Pretty sure you need keys here, but...
Yeah, so... Flame, yes, you need keys to get into the boss door, but you don't need them to get further on. So... Flame, knowing that he's on stream, dropping his commentary whenever he can. Mayday, mayday, ship is slowly sinking. Alright, we got a couple checks right at the end of the dungeon. Obviously waiting to the last. Can't do the Din's Fire one, so just leaving it to last, I guess. Holding out hopes. No Deku Nuts equipped. Doesn't get strangled by the Floor Master parts. And keyring? Is that a skull chest? No. Regular chest. So we got one more opportunity to not get cucked here. Unfortunately, can't leave Furors. Flame? No! Okay. Is he baiting us? Oh my god, Flame. There's still one more check. There's a skull! He's gone. If that skull has the keyring in it, that is a ginormous oof. 'Cause I mean, he's obviously not going to come back. I don't know if he just like forgot or I don't know. Either way, not a great play. But at least Light is in Shadow Temple now, so yeah, he forgore. At least Light is here, so we'll be able to like put ourselves at ease if it turns out to not be anything. But obviously we're all going to be sitting here like, oh, is it something? Is it not? Is it something? So, yeah. Watch it. The pot skull room has dins. And the spike wall room is the keyring. Oh, well, they don't have magic anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It would only matter if they had magic. I'm trying to set up that terrible situation in my head, but it's just not working out. Alright, Flame's gonna beeline towards Zora's Fountain to check his way of the hero. Unfortunately, it could be like burrowed at the very bottom. I mean, we got a 2 out of 3 chance, right? Because we got the standing glacier and then there's the fairy fountain. Both of which are able to be checked. But, yeah, the bottom without iron boots isn't a thing. It's sad that Flame didn't even check the flame wall room, because now we just don't know. Like if he went in and checked it, then it would be like, okay, we know it's there. We know that he's screwed. But because he didn't even go in the door, like we don't know. It's a mystery. I can't imagine that Light will pass on checking everything. And if he does, then I mean, we got 8th seed versus 9th seed, and you know, it'll just speak for itself, right? Flame checking to see whether or not the skull is there. It is, which means it's nighttime. That skull, I think that's one of the only skulls in the game that only appears during day or that appears during night that's inside an area. Most of the ones that appear only at night are like, I mean, I guess there's cack. There's cack skulls. They only appear during day or night. I don't know. I always thought that one's kind of weird because we're like inside a cavern. So it's like, Alright, what do we have over here? Nothing on that side. Oh god, please. What's on the other side? Oh my god, they're both... Oh no! The skull is the... Well, not necessarily. It could be the scarecrow. It could be the scarecrow. The scarecrow could still be the keyring. If this is the keyring, then Flame is in big trouble. Oh, it was Din's! Dude, I totally called it. I accept, but they don't have magic, and there's no keyring there, so keyring is longshot locked. But I was, oh my god, I can't believe that was actually Din's. Yeah, it is even worse. I mean, well, he has to go back. Well, yeah, you're right, because even if he does go back to Shadow, he's already been back here, right? So, like, he already has the boss key. He'll get the key ring before. Yeah, this isn't going to work from Flame. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can check it with the bow, too. But I don't see why he would ever come back without Longshot or Din's. Which we know he's not going to find Din's. So, Flame probably isn't going back into... Flame probably isn't going back into Shadow Temple until he finds Longshot. Which, I mean, we have a potential way of the hero in this fairy fountain, so... So what a lot of people I see don't do is not just blowing up a rock or a bomb chew on the boulder, and that blows up the wall, instead of having to like use a nut kind of thing. Alright, nothing from this fairy fountain. Ooh, claim check? Claim check, possible way of the hero in Zora's Fountain. So, I mean, obviously we're going to check Ice Cavern entrance. And then after that, we'll, I can't imagine Flame doesn't Bolero to go see what's on, Big Ron. The Tektite's trolling Light. He can't, like, target into the wall. There we go. So 26 skulls for Light, and I'm pretty sure Flame has something close to that. I think he has a few more. I think he's at like 28 or 29. Alright, what do we have inside Ice Cavern? Fire Temple, I was going to say, is probably the most punishing. So Spirit Temple and Spirit Temple and Deku Tree are the two we have remaining. One of them's inside Deku Tree and the other one's inside Shadow entrance. Light. Flame opening up the door. Nothing but a skull in here. Light's gone back to Forest Temple now that he's got Song of Time. So we'll be able to check a few more things. I don't know if Flame's gonna come back that soon, but I mean we do know that Flame's gonna be doing his Big Ron right now, so I don't hate that, because it's, you know, gotta follow up on your Way of the Heroes. If this turns out to be nothing, that means the Way of the Hero for Zora Fountain has to be in the bottom of the lake, which will require iron boots. And they couldn't peek it, because I think you need the scale in order to peek it. Alright, Flame quickly checking the fairy fountain up here first, which we already know is nothing, because Light just did it. Ooh, big chest on the blue bubble. Ooh, a bow. That's actually really nice timing, because now with the bow you can do a little bit more in Forest. Actually, you can't do a whole bunch more in Forest, because you need strength in order to push the block in the block push room. And we actually, like, yeah, we don't have any way up there. Alright, what does Big Goron have here? Long shot right here. It would be nice. Iron boots. Alright, well, with iron boots, you can get into Dodongos. So, if I were Flame, I think that would be my next play. I mean, it sucks having to go back to Zora's Fountain to check the item on the bottom. I mean, it would be in my head to do, because, like, you know, these rocks are not being kind. Okay, so Flame at 32 skulls and Light's at, what's this, 28? 27, so Flame's only 5 skulls ahead. But it's definitely because we know that Light has Dins, he's gonna get that quick access to I was gonna say quick access to Zora's or Shadow Temple, but they still need Nocturne for that, and Nocturne is hidden on either Prelude, Song of Time, or Sun Song Grave. Flame coming into Forest again, so he's gonna do the same thing. So Flame's gonna find his bow for sure here. Oh, and Light missed a rupee. That's rough. Okay, Light missed another rupee, not aiming high enough. You gotta stop trying to catch it right on the very edge. Oh! Okay, I thought he was out of money. But that would be almost like impossible. Because I think Light had 200 rupees after he bought his blue fire, and that was a long time ago. And I thought we were going to be missing again, but managed to make it. Emulator, aim, Kappa, am I right? No, there were no items in the Din's locked room. Both of them were brown chests. So, having Dins isn't going to be, like, useful at all. Just to enter the dungeon. So we know for sure that the end of Shadow is barren, and the key ring is on the skull. The only problem is if going into Shadow entrance is required, which it might not be. Like Flame might not even need Dins. I'm gonna go ahead and put Iron Boots on the end of claim check here, just so we can remember that's what was gotten from there. Alright, what would be the most beneficial for Light to get here? Probably Nocturne. Because if Nocturne is hidden... Can Nocturne be hidden behind the stones? I think it absolutely can be, because it's only the DC and water that need to be cleared. Serenade. Alright, well that's not looking good. So, Deku Tree has to be vanilla. Right? If Nocturne is on Prelude. Because they need to beat Deku Tree in order to get that song. So, Light's going to be locked out of checking the bottom of Lake Hylia. So, I mean, I guess we want to see a Flame check what's under Lake Hylia. As, well, we already know it's DC, sorry, so. My B. We want to see Light get the, ooh, that's a keyring. And that's an accessible keyring, too. Well, not in logic, but with the hover boots. Oh, Light lost the fish! It's not locked by long shot, because they have hover boots. Logically, I suppose. Logically. Or, I guess you could say strength locked, right? Yeah, but, I mean, logically, they would use strength to push the blocks and drop down from up top. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they can't get in that door. I forgot that first door to get into the block pushing room is key locked. So yeah, long shot does lock a whole ton of stuff. So long shot is probably going to be like pretty early. Fucking got him. So, I mean, this is the first time we've seen any Lake Hylia stuff. So, I mean, there could just be a long shot on the roof here. Alright, Flame going to be doing kind of the same thing. There's a lot of points in this seed, I feel, where the runners, they're kind of offset a little bit, but they end up doing the exact same things in the same order. Alright, just a purple rupee up top. Shoutouts to purple rupees. Oh, Flame ended up missing the rupee. But is he short rupees? Going through with the game anyway. Okay, well, didn't end up getting the free play anyway, but... Okay, we got the rupee. Good. Oh. Alright, where's Light headed now? Are we going back to Kakariko? For some reason? I mean, it would make... Oh, no, we're going to Zora's Fountain. Okay, so Light's gonna go to Zora's Fountain now. Just the angle was kind of weird. Yeah, a nice backwalk, like, and then a 90-degree turn. Light quickly checking for bombs, but doesn't get lucky. I wonder if Light's gonna unfreeze King Zora too. We already saw him like clear out the rest of Zora's domain earlier, even though he found the Baron hint. I don't know what that fanfare is that keeps playing for FlameForged, but it goes hard, not gonna lie. So will Flame go straight to Lake Hylia? I mean, I think he will, because Flame has Iron Boots. So, I mean, Flame can just go clear DC. Obviously, it only has a stone, so probably don't want to do it. But, I mean, it's a dungeon completed, right? So, it just sucks that you have a... Well, if you start with a free stone... I mean, you only need one other stone. There's a chance that they need it to complete all of the dungeons anyway. Or all of the stone dungeons anyway. So... Alright, here we go. I like that setup from Light. Alright, so Flame choosing not to go directly to Lake Hylia. Maybe going back to Zora's Fountain to check that underwater chest. It is kind of out of the way, but I feel like you would probably go... Oh, he's going to Water Temple. I don't mind this play either, because you got Iron Boots, you got Bow. Can't do everything without Strength though. But I mean, you can do a few checks. So yeah, I don't hate it. I guess Flame's coming down here just to check. I was gonna say just to check the item in the middle, but I think you need water level lowered to do that. So yeah, Water Temple, not a terrible play, but I don't know if it's a play that I would do. We'll see that if I would get punished or not. Oh, the Stinger's giving Flame a hard time, but both of them hit him, so no problems. Going for the hearts. Don't want to hear Zelda gasping. Please crouch stab the pot, please. Okay, there we go. Alright, Skull Chest, not bad. Alright, and there's Light's claim check. Flame tired with the water jet. Going for the switch. Alright, so 34 skulls. You know, is this going to be the seed where they get 39 skulls and then just happen to find the second magic somewhere? Wouldn't that just be the terriblest? Yeah, I think Flame's going up doesn't trust being able to make it all the way up to the top of the corridor with only like 20 seconds on his timer. Yeah, well, I mean, Flame keeps getting skull seeds again and again, right? So when you get given enough of them, right? It's good practice. Both of them have been given a lot of skulls for free in the overworld, though. And they had boomerang hookshot super early. Flame, check what's behind the wall! I guess you're going to be lowering the water level anyway, so... I wish I understood how these... Flame is allergic to crouch stabbing. Alright, we got him. Alright, Light is going out of his way to get these skulls in Gerudo Fortress. Not Gerudo Fortress, I can't remember the name of this area, Sandy Statue area. I don't know how many hundred of hours I've put into playing Ocarina of Time, and for some reason it's just... it's escaping me. I don't know, I'm having a brain fart. Colossus, thank you, Asmi. I just needed one word, that's all. Alright, so Flame wasting a bomb chew here to open the chest he could have just looked at through the crack. I don't know why that is. Like, you just, you know it, and then one day you're just like, huh. I don't know it. Light is gonna die trying to get this skull. I know it. Oh, he didn't. Okay, very nice. Nice early boss key. Oh, he did die. So boss key is nice, but unfortunately doesn't do a whole lot. I think there's not a whole lot else Flame can do without strength. He can do like the dragon chest, dragon room chest, but I think that's about it. Can't come here without a key ring, unfortunately. He's not even looking at the door. Flame, turn around. Yeah, you can do central pillar, yeah. Wah, wah. Flame on his webcam like, oh! So from here, Flame wants to save and quit, for sure, just to make it all the way back up to get into central pillar. It looks like Light's choosing to do reverse wasteland. I don't hate this. Gonna get that GTG access. Another key door. Flame locked by keys everywhere. Hopefully Flame remembers to go into central pillar. And yeah, I guess you can't check dragon. You can't check the dragon switch room without strength either. Alright, Light runs into the middle of the desert. Oh, he's leaving. Yeah, we're not going to see central pillar. Central pillar not even out of logic, because it's, you know, in logic to buy it's in logic to be able to buy a Zora tunic. Alright, Light had to get up, or Flame had to get up for a sec. I saw on his webcam, so DC time. There are a lot of item opportunities in DC for sure. Right, but as long as Light keeps voiding out, Flame has time. I think that's good. Go right. Yep, there you go. A little too far up. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. You're good. You're good. And stop. Good. Alright, we got another quick skull check here. Desperately looking for the fairy. Unfortunately, won't be able to light these torches, but coming down here for a skull is fine. 34 skulls versus probably close to 34. I think Flame has around the same number. I hate traversing the wasteland at night. Just being able to see the poles through the wind, the sandstorm is like really rough sometimes. But I mean, if you've done it like a million times, right? Shouldn't be too bad. Flame, you gotta come back. Probably has IRL things going on. Unfortunate aggro during a race. Alright, we have successfully reversed the wasteland. Ooh, big chest and fortress. So I mean, that'll be like eventually coming along with the hover boots. Gotta fight the guard first, get your legality papers all in check, you know. Flame's still AFK. Come back to us, Flame. Come back! Alright, obviously it looks like Light's going straight to that big chest, and honestly I don't blame him, because I mean, sure, you can go inside GTG, but I mean, what's there other than strength? Because this whole area is locked behind Epona's song. Fire arrows. Epona song or long shot. And I mean, it's expected to be long shot locked. Because, I mean, everything we've seen in the seed is like long shot could be like happening pretty early. Alright, so we got Gerudo Training Grounds. Last time we saw a runner in Gerudo Training Grounds, it was kind of messy. There were some forgotten chests. Treasure chest game dead. Slingshot in DC. Oh, and what did Light just get? I don't think he got anything. I don't see anything on his tracker anyway. This is the part both runners pressing into new ground, so gotta keep track of all of them. Man, I absolutely love when people post that Garfield emote because it's just like emotes made with like regular words, right? Alright, Dynalpho's the bane of most people's existence, either when they jump backwards onto the ledge or just end up killing them. So, Light looking for out of logic items right now. Flame is in logic currently. And just like... Oh? Oh, he's... What? I didn't see what was up there, but I don't know why Light didn't just check this when he was... Okay, well, sorry Flame, that skull is dead, so it would have never been anything. Oh, it's magic! Or is it an ice trap? Oh, it's magic! Alright, well that's an out of logic magic for sure. So, unfortunately, 34 skulls. Oh, it's a long shot too! Oh my god, so it's Epona locked. This is Epona locked. Oh, that is huge for Light. That is absolutely huge. I don't know if Flame does reverse Wasteland. Dude, that was like a 1-2 punch back to back. Just like magic and the long shot. So, I mean, strength is still a thing. We do need to find strength. Maybe it's in this big chest right here. Maybe GTG just has every item. Mirror shield? Okay. Okay, it's not another big chest. So yeah, Shadow's done, Water's done. I mean, you can get into Shadow entrance, and that's either Deku or Spirit. Can't do much in Spirit, but yeah, DC. He's gonna go get his Iron Boots now. And yeah, I don't blame... Wait, did Light even check the left side? Yeah, Light didn't even do the Wolfos room. Because he still has the statue room in Logic, right? So... Uh-oh, is this going to be another seed where... Okay, I was going to say, is this going to be another seed where FlameForged doesn't check the child side? I remember in his last race, he didn't. We were all like, what? And oh yeah, I forgot those existed. Gotta stand a little bit further, closer. There you go. No, magic was found in GTG. Out of Logic. They need Epona's song in order to get across the like the gap in Gerudo. So Epona's song is either on Prelude, which they get from beating Deku Tree, which is probably vanilla, or it's in... No, it can't be in Spirit, because they need magic in order to get in there, so... Yeah, it is. Like, it's just one of those situations where if Flame can reverse Wasteland, it's great, but if not, then he'll be looking around for Kokiri Sword. Because Longshot and Magic are both locked behind getting to Gerudo. So, Flame's almost at the end of what he can do here, because Flame doesn't have the bomb bag either. And without strength, you can't beat King... Without strength or bombs, you can't, like, logically beat King Dodongo. Oh, I forgot there's also Forest over. So, Light can beat Forest, Shadow, Water, and DC. Which is all of his dungeons. Well, Water and DC is 2 stones, so he'll still need a third medallion. So we still need one more item for a medallion. Either potentially Kokiri Sword, or Hammer. Because inside Shadow Temple, in order to get... Well, we still don't know where Nocturne is. Nocturne and what's the other item? Or what's the other song? Nocturne and Epona's song are locked behind Song of Time and Prelude. So, clearing DC Water to get Nocturne could be the play. But if that ends up being Spirit, then that just, like, really sucks. Because then you need Strength too. So Light's almost out of things to do again in Forest, because he's going to need strength to be able to progress any further in this room. Which he's either forgotten. Oh, no, he remembers, I think. Nope, maybe not. Oh, you can do that from the door? I don't know if he knows that. It would be very fitting for the I was gonna say it would be very fitting for the seed, having like long shot, like super locked. So he's just out of Forest. I honestly don't blame him, but obviously now he's gonna go do DC, and he'll be able to clear it as well. Because of Bomb Bag. So maybe King Dodongo could have something. I don't think FlameForged got anything in Dodongo's cavern other than like a hint. But yeah, DC having nothing in it is always like a real feels bad, man. And I mean, there's still 2 Barons out there that we don't have yet that could be like possible things. I think after Light's done with DC, I would like to see him go back to Shadow Temple, because now with the long shot, we know that he can clear it, right? So, and potentially check it for other items. But I don't know if he'll want to, because like once you get the key ring, you can just play the song and immediately go beat Bongo Bongo, and you don't have to go back in. But when you're looking for items, then maybe it would be worth. But, I mean, clearing Shadow doesn't really do anything for him. Because, I mean, sure, it gives him the water medallion, but so what? I mean, it's one step closer to, it's one step closer to, like, you know, getting Saria's song, but so what? I think going straight to water and clearing water would be the play that I would make. The door shutting sound effect on Cuckoos, I love it. I think Flame's coming up here to check for hints. He needs more information. Because he knows that River's barren. Pretty sure the skull over here only spawns as adult. Yeah. So that skull mask has a bomb bag? I'm pretty sure that said skull mask has a bomb bag. But maybe not, because I don't see it on any of their trackers. Oh, Flame coming all the way up here just for the skull. Oh, Flame never cleared Jabu. He's going to Jabu. Alright, and there's Flame's 40th skull, so he'll be able to just go get his vanilla magic. So at least skull collecting is done for Flame. I like that setup from Light. You know, he has hover boots, so it was entirely unnecessary, but I mean, that's one of the things I really like about Ocarina of Time, is you can kind of set things up with, you know, basic movement. Oh yeah, I guess Flame never really needed to come back here because he got that other bottle. So he didn't need to come here to like empty his out. Equipping one... Oh. Oh, is he going to buy the tunic? No, he doesn't have the other wallet yet. Not sure why he went in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Zora just doesn't sell the Zora tunic to you as a child. It's like, oh, this doesn't fit you, bye. Oh, he came in here to spawn the sticks. Farming up on sticks. So let's have a look at the items that these guys like do and don't have in the seed. Also, I forgot I put Din's Fire on the wrong player like a million years ago. So yeah, Flame does not have Dins. Light is the one that has Dins. I keep forgetting that you can do this bomb ground jump right there. Flame walking all the way up to the mouth of Jabu before dumping the fish. You can dump the fish the moment you get up on the steps. And it'll suck you up. So that way you don't have to walk quite as far. Saves a little bit of jogging. So yeah, Flame's gonna have a pretty rough Jabu here as well. I'm pretty sure that Light didn't find anything here when he was here. The only thing we're gonna be seeing new, like right now, is you know, what's on King Dodongo. And then, of course, like wherever Light decides to go, Light has a plethora of items that he can like explore the game with. You know, any dungeon basically.
Battery critical.
Uh-oh! We're critical now. Monk a W. Light has a plethora of places he can go. He can choose to go to water and just beat it. He can choose to go to... I guess can't clear forest yet, but... we can go to... yeah, that's about it. Shadow. Shadow is what I meant to say. Can go to Shadow, can clear it. Unfortunately, no spoils from King Dodongo. Light now with 2 stones. Oh, I was like, oh, we got a big chest, but I think that was just the wallet. The bigger wallet. Oh, no, it was the bomb bag. Okay, so Flame does have the bomb bag now. So Flame can go back and clear DC now, if he wanted. Light gonna go clear Shadow. I really like this play. This is exactly where I was hoping that he would go. Whether or not Light decides to pilfer Shadow for items after getting the key is to be said. I mean, after, like, you know, he can, like, grab the key ring and then jump off the boat and, like, go put Furore's Wind in, like, the Gibdo room and kind of do a reverse trip through, Shadow Temple. Especially since you're, you know, looking for 1 or 2 more items. But, again, whether or not that's necessary, I don't really think is a thing. Because I imagine... If I was one of these runners, and I mean, I'm not, so who knows what they're thinking, I would definitely be thinking to rush songs. Your last 2 songs. I mean, obviously, if you go for Nocturne and it turns out to be Spirit Temple, then that is like an uber punish. But yeah, so he's gonna go check for items, it seems. Getting a little double shot. I do like this, using the long shot in order to stun the Gyvdos. Gyvdos seem to be a little more relentless than Redeads. Opening this invisible chest, which I know now is invisible. I don't know why I didn't think of it during my race, but it's just a thing that happened. Oh, you were fine if you didn't put on your hover boots light. You just had to wait for the fan to stop. Okay. So, I don't think Light put Furore's Wind down in that room. Definitely would have been good, so that way when Light's done his like reverse trek through Shadow, could have just like straight up, you know, just gone back. Oh, but I guess we're just coming in here for a couple items and then piecing out. So the rest of the items in Shadow we might get to eventually. Whether or not I like the play, I can't really say, because I mean there's benefits to both. I feel like I don't know if Light has done much studying on like FlameForged's like playstyle. Probably not. But I mean, if he knows that FlameForged isn't gonna reverse Wasteland, he probably knows what kind of situation he's in. And if he did reverse Wasteland and got all those items, he knows that he has a pretty chonky lead. And if that's the case, then I think he's free to play as safe as he wants. If he's going into this entirely blind as to what FlameForged might do, then that's a different story. In that case, it's just like, well, you know. But I think he knows that he has a pretty good buffer. Like, when you see your items are safe from being collected by the other player, there isn't really much you can do to, like, you know, feel anxiety about how you're playing. If you know what I mean. But that's all just like metagaming. I like this Hailfire Peaks mix. Alright, so Flame strategically earlier used Slingshot to kill the Stingers instead of Deku Sticks, just so we could use them during Baronade. You only need 3 sticks, 2 jump slashes, and 1 regular slash with a stick. But I mean, sometimes when you lose count of your sticks, and which it really is easy to, unless you're just constantly thinking about it. Wow, I'm really surprised Light didn't get smacked by the hand when it like jutted through the side. Weird Al moment. Alright, Shadow Temple completed for Light. And Jabu completed for Flame. So 2 dungeons back to back completed. I gave Light his medallion now, even though he hasn't stepped in the blue warp, just because I had my mouse, or my hand on my mouse. And now we'll see if Bongo Bongo had anything spicy. I mean, obviously strength would be like the only thing remaining. Now that Flame has ZL, going back to bottom of the well, I think this is actually a decent play, just because, I mean, what else can Flame do, right? He's kind of at the mercy of his options. Light still hasn't checked where his medallions are. I mean, he checked his stones, so he knows which dungeons are stones and which dungeons are medallions, but he doesn't know which dungeons give which medallions. And so, if he was looking for, like, Prelude, he wouldn't be able to, like, get in there. So I don't think Flame peaked anything on his first trip, because this is definitely his second trip into bottom of the well, right? Yeah, it is. He's going through everything. So yeah, he's going through all the explosive stuff right now too, and then we'll be going to, you know, get ZL right now as well. It looks like Light did make the decision to go back into Shadow Temple and clear out as much as he could. Oh, getting hit by the guillotine blade. No, yeah, not a bad choice. I mean, there are other things that he could do, but, like, not a lot, really. And I mean, I think it's good to check dungeons just to see what goodies are hiding somewhere. The only thing is he wants to check in logic dungeons because, I mean, I guess he doesn't need to because unless what he was looking for was locked behind strength, which, I mean, if a Pono song was locked behind strength, then that's, you know, a thing. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think right now it's just like looking for that last item. Because Light's pretty locked in place. I mean, sure, like we said, he can go beat Water Temple with the items that he has. And there very well could be another item in Water Temple. Ooh, there's the Kokiri sword in bottom of the well. So, Deku Tree is the only dungeon we haven't really seen. It is kind of big, because, I mean, I can't imagine... Light has fully cleared everything, because he had bombs when he went to bottom of the well for the first time. I think Flame did too, but maybe he didn't. I don't know. Either way, the only checks that Light hasn't done in bottom of the well are the ones that Flame just did, you know? So, it's probably not going to be a big priority to go back there. If Deku Tree ends up being... Oh, what's this? OWO? Oh, just bomb cheese. If Deku Tree ends up being Spirit Temple, then that's like worst case scenario. That means it's an AD 40 Skull Seed. Because obviously in order to get Nocturne, they'll have to get the medallions. Having Kokiri Sword is also just like a really nice quality of life for Flame. Not that he really needs it anymore. He's already done everything that would be nice to, you know, have the Kokiri Sword, bottom of the well, and Jabu. So, I mean, the only real thing it grants him is this check. And it's Deku Tree. So, Deku is Deku. So, that's kind of big. Because now... Nocturne on Ocarina of Time is a potential bait. So, if Light never goes back to bottom of the well, then, I mean, it could be a thing. I mean, clearing Deku could give Nocturne on Prelude check. Light's still picking up skulls. Oh, we got a big chest in Deku. Could be Hammer. Could be Ice Trap. If it's Hammer, it would be pretty big. Oh, it's Strength! Alright, that's really big now. So, that bottom of the well locks possibly the first logical strength. So, with strength, Flame is going to be able to go back and clear forest now. Oh, except he doesn't have long shot. But when he gets long shot, I mean, yeah, he still needs long shot for all those. But Epona's song on Prelude and Ocarina of Time containing Nocturne is perfect because once Flame has Epona's song from Prelude, then he can just go straight to GTG and grab all his items. If Epona's song is the one that's on, if Epona's song is on the skulls, or not the skulls, the dungeons, the stones, I mean, then that's the problem. Oh, it can't be. It can't be because water needs to be beaten for that, and that's long shot locked. So, Epona's song has to be on Prelude. There's no other option, and then Nocturne is on Song of Time. Yeah. I didn't even think about water, completing water being locked behind long shot. Hey, TSR. Nice glitch exhibition. I had to watch a chunk of it muted, so when you crashed, I didn't have my audio on, so I thought that was on purpose. Was it an accident, though? So, yeah, Nocturne being locked behind all three stones doesn't really matter anymore, because by the time, I mean, you complete Deku Tree to get Epona's, and then with all the other dungeons you can beat, Shadow, Shadow Forest, and one other stone, Water, I think that's all of your completed dungeons, right? Unless you need, like, one more, and I'm just not counting it. Yeah, you need either Fire or Spirit. Oh, Witch Crash? The one in TTC. That was the only one I saw. It was, like, right before you went to, like, a commercial break or something. Yeah, so they still need another item, I think. Either Strength 2 for Spirit, or do they? Yeah, because they need to complete 4 of the medallions. We can do Deku, we can do Shadow, we can do Jabu, we can do Forest. Oh, and then Water, DC, and Free. That was a sick quick kill, or first cycle from Flame on Goma. Love to see it. Yeah, so they might not even need to, Oh, that one was on purpose? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Alright, so Flame completed his 3rd dungeon. Still a little bit behind in dungeon completion. We're still 4 dungeons completed to 2. But Light has the boss key here, so he's going to be completing his next dungeon pretty quick. Whether or not Light continues to check Water Temple is to be seen, though. Because I'm trying to think, does Light need to go back to bottom of the well to get that sword? I don't think so. Because if he just finds Hammer somewhere, then he can go do Fire. And that'll be his last dungeon. But there's also light arrows. Neither of them have found light arrows. And so, I mean, we don't know. Press 2 options at the same frame. I gotcha. So Flame turning in 30 skulls for some reason, even though he saw it was dead. Or maybe he just forgot that that was his 40. So anyway, Flame has magic now. So with magic, he's going to grab his opponent's song, which has to be opponent's song. And then hopefully straight to GTG. If Flame does not go to GTG, then that's a problem. And then, but Flame might go clear Forest actually. That's another option. We got bombs. Yeah, so it looks like Flame's going to Gerudo. I can't... Or going... Oh, Flame equipped bombs. He's going back to clear Dodongos. Yeah, so we're going to go clear Dodongos first. So... it would make sense to... Oh, I just noticed the Iron Boots are waiting boots on the model. Love it. So, Flame gonna clear Dodongos. Might go clear Forest as well, because Forest is in logic for Flame to go clear now. Alright, there's Water Temple done for Light. But now he has all 3 stones. So... yeah, Light equipped to Din's Fire, so he knows for sure that he's gonna go grab Nocturne from Ocarina of Time. Hey, Shrimply Amazing. Yeah, and this time I'm streaming on the right channel. It's funny when you have everything connected via OBS. Yo, this music is awesome from Flame. Oh, he's coming to do this. Like, Light has to know that he has his, Oh, yeah, I mean, he has it marked that he has 3 stones. Unfortunately, one of them will be in, like, in vain, because you only need... because you need 4 medallions, so he'll have to complete an extra dungeon. So I don't know if he was completing the dungeon just to, like, just to see, or something like that. I don't know. Either way, we're going back into Ice Cavern now. Oh, so we can... I forgot he had this. Oh, he's back in GTG. Oh, now that he has a hook shot, he can come back in here. If Light finds another strength in GTG, that could be bad for Flame. All right, so Flame gonna go clear out. Oh no, he's just going to. He's going to Shadow. But why? Because Flame doesn't have Long Shot yet, so he can't get the key ring. Maybe he remembered the skull? Well, he has magic, right? But he doesn't have Dins, and he didn't check any of the last rooms. So, I mean, like, if he comes back and checks the skull, sure, but what if it's not, right? Oh, the pot skull? I think Flame's thinking, like, there's no reason to come back here. Yeah, I think he realized. Because if the skull doesn't have anything, I mean, the pot skull's the only thing. Out of 5 checks, well, 4 checks, one of them is the key ring. So, Flame, you have Eponas, go to GTG. Unless he's going to reverse now. In which case, if Flame knew Reverse Wasteland all this time and just didn't do it, I mean, I guess, or No, he's coming to get the fairy fountain. Oh, he does know it? And he just didn't do it? I mean, I guess there's no really glaring reason to do it. And I mean, because I mean, you don't know that everything's in GTG, right? It's all hindsight. Alright, he's going to do it. So, this is kind of big. The fact that Flame is about to have all the same items as Light, plus Strength, even though he's a dungeon down, he'll definitely catch up, for sure. Light has to go to bottom of the well, otherwise it's Jover. Because he still needs to complete 2 dungeons. Can't do Deku without sword. Can't do fire without the hammer. Can't do spirit without strength 2. So when did people start calling it glow mode instead of no mode? Like, it was called no mode for like a long time. And then all of a sudden people started calling it glow mode. Like, I'm genuinely curious. I think no mode makes more sense than glow mode because no mode is like you have no light arrows. Alright, I don't remember what was in this chest. Oh, it was just... I don't think we ever saw Flame open this chest. Or maybe we did, but I'm pretty sure we saw that hint from somewhere else. I don't remember if we ever saw Flame open these chests over here. Alright, so Light opting to do the, or Flame opting to do the battle to the death method against the Gerudo guard. Pretty clean fight for not cheesing her on the torch. Oh. That was a hint. Monument of Time teaches opponent a song. Is he doing it? I don't know. If anything, he'll be getting his Nocturne. Like, he'll get Nocturne, and then he'll go check what's in Spirit Entrance. Or Shadow Entrance, right? Yep, so expecting Serenade and then an Owl. Oh no, that hint was Sarion. Wait, what? He thinks it's Sarion Ocarina of Time. Yeah, he just marked Saria and dragged it to Ocarina of Time. I think Light misunderstood his hint. Light, please. Unless I misunderstood the hint and I marked the tracker wrong. But I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, he got Nocturne. So he's probably confused. Like, oh, it's not Saria. What the fuck? Yeah, so he just unchecked his Saria's song. Yeah, so, I mean, now we're gonna go see where this is. He's gonna see that it's Spirit, and then we'll do Child Spirit, I suppose. So Child Spirit could have something in it. Light does have the slingshot, so that'll be nice and easy. And Flame is in GTG. So we're about to see a bunch of items just fall from the heavens. I guess I should go ahead and mark Spirit since it's our last dungeon that we just haven't gotten. Alright, there's the long shot. Big Pogs. And then out here, Flame gets his double magic. Doesn't look very pleased to see that, but that's to be understood. And then we got another big chest. Bam, mirror shield. All the goodies. So we are now pretty well tied up on items. I actually don't think there are any items that Light has that FlameForged doesn't at this point. It's only completion. He's definitely not going to leave. I imagine Flame will continue to check out the rest because he can full clear almost everything. Unless he's thinking like, oh shit, I can actually do a lot of stuff. So, I mean, obviously that's the dream. Goes straight to Shadow. Nope, we're gonna go check the other side now. And I mean, we all know that we want to see him leave, but I don't really think it's like worth to leave. Because you're still looking for an item, right? Or is he? No, because Flame can complete Shadow, and then Forest, and he's that's done. So yeah, you're right. Oh, he's warping out. All right, so he's going back to Forest. Not sure where he's going from here. Oh, come on, there you go. Okay, there we go. That's still not the right song. We want to see Requiem. Yeah, he is making moves, though. Making waves. Every second Flame doesn't do a dungeon here is kind of crucial. Hey, Schlong. Yeah, a little bit. So Light so desperately wanted that nut that he wasted time actually grabbing it. Light really doesn't want to equip his slingshot. Oh, Flame's going back to Forest Temple. I forgot Forest was in Dodongos. So I actually like this. Get your medallions. And then after this, you have every item you need to go beat Shadow. Unless he thinks that he needs Dins. Flame is definitely in the lead. Because he's gotten all of his dungeons. If this is strength for Light, then it's different. Strength. Pause champ. Scale, not really important. Flame just needs to go back to Shadow. If Flame is like done here and he goes back to Shadow, that's great. Yeah, strength was in Deku, and Kokiri sword was in bottom of the well, locked behind ZL. So the first time Light went to bottom of the well, he had explosives but no ZL, so he's full cleared everything there except for the underwater chest, which he knows is nothing. So Light has cleared everything in well except for the dead hand and the invisible dead hand chest. And so, hello? Okay. Oh wait, he's got a broken stick. Does he need to... Oh, does he need to jump slash these torches to light them because he's got broken stick? That's actually really funny. So, like, Light is being given, like, a lot of big chests here. So these are, like, all opportunities to kind of get pulled out. All Light needs to do is find one of the strengths, one of the other 2 strengths, and he's basically in the same position as FlameForged, because it'll let him go beat Forest Temple. But he still does need to complete another dungeon. So I guess he won't be in the same position. Oh my god! He could have done that the first... Or Light could have done that the first time he was here. Yeah, because you can only hookshot onto the chest if it's a big chest, right? Oh, there's a strength! Light has strength. So he can beat Forest now, but he still can't do Deku. He needs to find that Kokiri sword, otherwise he can't complete another dungeon. Because that Kokiri sword locks... Yeah, that Kokiri sword locks Deku, Spirit, and Forest. And he needs one of them. Or not Forest, Deku, Spirit, and, well, he doesn't have the hammer, so he can't do fire anyway. And yeah, that's true. Like, right now, Light, the only hope for Light is if he finds the hammer. If Light finds the hammer, he can do, Forest and Fire, and that'll be his last 2 dungeons. But he's basically gambling. Of course, we also don't know where light arrows are. So light arrows could be anywhere. If light arrows are in Fire Temple, for example, that's another downside. Right now, I would say the match is definitely FlameForged's to lose. Alright, Forest cleared. What do we have on Phantom Ganon? Nothing. Alright, there's one more dungeon done for FlameForged. We are now at 5 dungeons completed apiece. FlameForged can go directly to Shadow and collect $200. Light is still looking around for items. Yeah, exactly. But I mean... Like, he has a limited time to make moves, but we know that Flame is going to go clear shit that we've already seen Flame do. So it's going to be a little bit before we see any new tracks being made. And I mean, with this, Flame can get the keyring and immediately go beat Bongo. He doesn't even need to go get that Dins. And if he needs Dins... to get light arrows in an adult Spirit Temple, say, then that's bad. If light arrows are in Spirit Temple, then... Flame just jumping off the edge. If light arrows are in Fire Temple, that's bad. And if that's good for Light. And if light arrows are in Spirit Temple, then that's bad for Flame. So Light has kind of a 2-stroke whammy up on him. But I mean, light arrows could still be, like, anywhere, right? If Flame does these checks, that would be good, because he doesn't have any reason to come to the back of Spirit or Shadow Temple. So I think it would be okay. But there's a chance that he goes, I need Din's Fire to clear that wall, so why bother going to check the pot, too? Which is hilarious because Schlongster, the skull in the end of Shadow Temple actually has Din's Fire on it. If he checks that skull, then I think it's pretty set in stone for Flame.
That's fucked, by the way.
Yeah. Flame letting us know how it is. It's okay. I wonder if he's gonna let us know. Oh, Light doing hovers up the block so he doesn't have to push them all in. Oh, and he pushed this one just ever so slightly. I like this. Pushing the block ever so slightly so he doesn't have to do the full block room. I think that's the first time this tournament we've seen that. I don't know. I haven't seen you do it. Maybe I just haven't noticed, because I'm pretty sure I've casted your other matches. Unless Pixel has. But yeah, just haven't noticed. Still one more picture to go. There you go. Okay, so Flame is not checking. Flame is not checking this, so we'll see if Flame gets... Oh. We'll see if Flame gets punished. If he doesn't leave Furores here, then he's just dead. Yeah. So he's at Ganondorf's mercy now. The only way Flame doesn't die is if light arrows are in Shadow Temple. Which I don't think they can be, because I think Light cleared... Sorry, I meant Flame. But yeah, Light cleared all of Shadow Temple. I'm pretty sure he didn't leave anything behind. So, I'm pretty sure light arrows can't be in Shadow. Yeah, I mean, light arrows could be in a lot of places. Ganon's castle is another, like, big one. Ooh, I like that strat. I remember, I think the only person we've ever seen aim at Bongo's hands like that is, I remember Stiv did that in the first Booter tournament. Except he also shot the eye, like hand-eye, in like one fluid motion. But those are like big boy strats. Oh, Light almost got Blue Poe with 3 like crouch stabs, but the wall saved her. Alright, nice heart container. Giving Flame 10 hearts. Definitely a healthy seed. And there is Flame's final dungeon. We got 4 medallions, 2 stones. That's enough for the boss key and the Rainbow Bridge. So we're going to go ahead and see. We're all going to hold our breath, waiting for light arrows. I think one of the things that might save Flame is if light arrows are in Ganon's castle, because either he gets them or he needs strength 2. And we already saw Light clear out all of Adult Spirit, I think. And so we know that there's no strength in there. So he wouldn't need Dins in order to get there, you know? And in that case, Flame can just check anywhere. Yeah. Nothing in the back half of Forest. So, like I said, I think if light arrows end up being in Fire Temple, then that's like Flame's worst case scenario. Because if light arrows are in Spirit Temple, I think that gives an equal shot. Because they need to find the hammer, and both of them don't know where the hammer is. if light arrows do happen to be in Spirit Temple, I mean, both of them have different strengths, so they can just find the other strength. I mean, maybe. It all hinges on whether or not light checks bottom of the well again. And yeah, you're right. It's like light missing Kokiri sword versus flame missing Din's fire. So at this point, it's all just kind of speculation. Yeah. That's also fair. But I mean, you gotta know that there's 3 rooms, and there could be something in any of the rooms. Unless he's thinking like, oh, because there's the pots in there, there's no check in the pots. Alright, there's Forest Temple done for Light Sword. So 6 dungeons complete, so he's going to get the boss key, but unfortunately still needs 1 medallion in order to spawn the Rainbow Bridge. So now Light is basically just in a scavenger hunt looking for an item. We know where it is, but will he? Tune in and find out. Going back to Water Temple. Alright, here we go. Like Asmi said. Let's see what we got. Saving after furores. Not pulling a Brad. Not sure what Light was doing there, but I think he equipped the wrong boots. Lost Woods. It's Jover. There's nothing they can't clear in Lost Woods. Oh no, it's Saria's song. Saria's is on Nocturne. Which means they need to beat fire. That's the only thing they haven't checked. I'm pretty sure. Unless they haven't checked the target in the woods. I don't think either of them had slingshot when they went there, so there's still target in the woods. So it's a 50-50 whether or not the seed's over in 10 minutes versus over in, like, forever. Flame is just, like, crossing his fingers like, please don't make me do this shit. And if he does, then it's the search for hammer. It's the search for hammer. In which case, it could be in Spirit Temple. Where have they not even looked, right? Oh, there's the bottom of Zora's Fountain. They haven't been to the bottom of Zora's Fountain either. Oh, there's also Ganon's too. Yeah, I would have definitely cleared Ganon's. Well, no, I wouldn't, because I would come here first, for sure. Come here, check this, and then go back to Ganon's. Because if you get light arrows here, then you don't have to look for another item. Oh, it looks like a flame or a light is going back to Zora's Fountain. Please. And it's... Oh, no! Alright, he's going back adult. Okay, we're incoming FlameForged commentary, I feel. So, Flame knows that he needs to find the hammer now. Man, sick all dungeon seed, yeah. I think they'll have cleared everything except for Spirit by the end of this. Okay, well, we're about to see what's at the bottom of Zora's Fountain right now. It's a skull, though, so... Not in the bottom of Zora's Fountain. I don't know what to say, Pesto. Just let it be Ganon's, yeah. In Ganon's would be the easiest. Definitely the easiest. If it's in water, then, I mean, Flame could get it. It's not that big of a deal. It's basically whoever finds the hammer first at this point. Yeah, if it's in Spirit, then I don't think Flame is... Oh, Flame's not going to Ganon's. Kind of rough. Where is Flame going? He's coming to Cac. Is there anything he forgot to do in Cac? I don't think so. Unless he's going back to Forest Temple. Oh, no, he's going back to water. I guess so he can get his Nocturne. Obviously, we have kind of a play-by-play happening here, because Light's already checking everything. And so we'll be able to see if Flame will find it eventually. But I think the only thing that's saving Flame, if it ends up being, like, if Light finds the items first, is he already has Ferora's Wind set in a completed Ganon's castle. So once he finds, like, the hammer, he can go do fire, and then he can immediately go back to the top of Ganon's castle. That's very true. I mean, it could just be for... I mean, it could be for Dodongo entry, because that would mean you'd need all the 3 stones, which would get you Nocturne, which means that something could be in Spirit. That's like the other worst case scenario. Or it could be that it's just something in water. But I'm pretty sure... Oh, we haven't seen the basement of water. So we got the key ring. Key ring in the dragon maze. Or not dragon maze. The dragon chest. Yeah, he can't. See, I think that's something that if Hammer isn't in Child Spirit, that definitely benefits Flame more than Light. Because Flame doesn't have Spirit as an option. This is the Morpha of all time for sure. Well, I know, but I mean like Spirit at all. I didn't mean to say Child Spirit, I meant Spirit at all. Because it's not an option for Flame. There's these 2 checks which we never saw on the bottom of water. Okay, just a rupee there. Actually... Ah, never mind. I was about to say something dumb. I'll spare y'all. Flame really needs to learn the quick kill for Morpha. Alright, so Light going back in. The only things we have left here are, I guess, Dark Link. Dark Link and, what's it called? The river chest. Oh, and under central pillar. I guess Light never checked that. And I mean, if Iron Boots are way of the hero, then I mean, sure, it could be anything in water, but under central pillar would definitely be a heavy hitter.
Just
I
waiting
think.
for that GG's to come down the line, you know?
Flame doesn't know how close this is. I do like that, where he's just like, yeah, where was Light? Light's in Lost Woods on Saria's song. Problem is, Saria's song is on Nocturne check, which means they need to complete fire for it. So Flame is looking for the hammer, and Light still doesn't know that he needs the hammer. So right now, I would say Flame has a pretty sizable lead, but I mean, they're both just kind of looking for stuff. Yeah. It's not even whoever finds the hammer first. It's whoever finds the hammer first, and then the other player just doesn't do anything. If Light, well, he has to beat Volvagia and find the boss key and do Ganon's castle. Getting to the top of Ganon's castle isn't that long, but when it's a close race, it could be. Yeah. That's the one thing that I like, that I kind of rely on. Like, I'm good at Ocarina of Time, but I'm just bad at logic. Yeah. I mean, there's so many checks in Ganon's. Because what, there's like 5 or 6? 6 free checks? 5 free checks? 2 in Shadow, 2 in Water, 1 in Forest, 2 in Spirit, so... And then he already got the boss key. So yeah, Flame gonna be getting his Nocturne here. Not that he can really do anything with it. Yet. Flame just has so many dungeons he could go back to, because he never did all this water stuff that Light's doing. He didn't complete the back end of Shadow. He never completed Forest. Yes, Schlongster, we've been saying that. Too much of an angle there for Light. Light got to do the roll strat. Roll back. Keep rolling towards the door. Alright, we got 3 more checks coming up for Light here, and that'll wrap up his water temple. Yeah, Ganon's is what we all want to see. Ganon's is the highest check density that Flame has. And he's going back to Kokiri Forest. So, could be going to Adult Lake Hylia. Or Shadow. No, he's going to Shadow. He's going back to Shadow Temple. Oh wait, no, he's going to Zora's River. This is Fire Temple. Unless he's going to Cac. No, he's definitely going to Zora's River. Yeah, Light is getting punished. Yeah, I'm not really sure where Flame is going. Because, I mean... Oh, he's going to check Zora's Fountain, right? He's going to go check that last check there. Because he hasn't checked that. And we know that it's dead, but... It's, you know, a way of the hero for him. Well, he's already fully cleared it, except for 2 checks, Schlong. And there's nothing that points him in that direction. So... Like, it's not that there's no reason to, like, scare, but... I mean, he will go back eventually. He's gotta know that there's, like, certain checks. There's certain checks that, like, you know, they'll have to get eventually. Oh, I don't think we ever saw this. ETZ Grotto. Just a gold rupee, nothing special. I was about to say, did we ever see Gerudo Valley, but it's barren, so won't be anything. Oh, there's also horseback archery. Oh, but they don't have a... Oh, Flame has Eponas. Light's going Child. If Light goes back to Well, then it's still not necessarily over. Flame, hold your target. Yeah, they've both full cleared Ice Cavern. Well, yeah. But I mean, it's just time. I wonder if Flame's gonna come in here to Fire Temple and then use his Furores to go back to Ganon's and then walk down. I feel like he shouldn't do that because he can just prelude and then he can just run in the front door. Skull Mask was hinted, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't see them put it on their tracker. Oh my god! No, it couldn't. I'm so sure I saw a Skull Mask hinted something. I thought Skull Mask was hinted to be a bomb bag, but I didn't catch the hint, so I didn't put it on the tracker. I'm pretty sure Skull Mask is a bomb bag. But the only one who's gotten that hint is Light, but he just didn't put it on his tracker, so... Okay, so Flame put his Furore's Wind in Fire Temple. I really like that, because, I mean, sure, it's beneficial having it in the top of Ganon's, but with Fire Temple being all the way in Ice Cavern entrance, it's just such a long time to get back there. Both of them exactly synced, going to Lake Hylia. Just one as child and one as adult. Wait, did neither of them have cleared Lake Hylia child stuff, right? Oh my god, is that the hammer? Oh my god, that's the hammer!
Might be the worst seed you've ever created.
None of them went to Lake Hylia's child. Oh my god, it was the real hammer! Oh my god, it's 100% over. That, oh, I made that, I mentioned that they never went to Lake Hylia, but they never really had any reason, but then they got Serenade. So, yeah, Light just goes and clears Fire Temple now. But he still needs to clear Deku. So, he still does need to find his sword. So, it's not necessarily over, but it's one piece of the puzzle. Well, How's he gonna get the light arrows? See? 2 of us can play this game. Yeah. So it's like light still needs to go back to bottom of the well. Flame, something has to pull Flame here. If Flame finds that hammer before Light finds Deku Tree, then it's probably over. But the thing is that Light doesn't need to full clear it, because once he goes into Deku, I mean, I guess he does. He does need to find the item, but once he finds the item, he's just in go mode. And it also depends on how much of Fire Temple they need to clear. I wonder if Flame is doing all this adult stuff. I wonder if that's going to make him think, oh yeah, I haven't been here as child. If after adult fishing he goes back child, then I think it's over. Because I can't imagine he doesn't come back here immediately. Because Flame's almost out of checks. And I wouldn't doubt Light doing Ganon's checks, like you said. It's just such an obvious play that I guess wasn't super obvious for Flame. No, Flame doesn't have the scale. I forgot to write down where it was. Oh, he doesn't have the scale! So he can't get it. It was somewhere in GTG, I think. I'm pretty sure scale was on like the statue. Like the big statue in GTG. Where you have to hit the eyes. Oh my god, everything in this seed is just like... Everything is just another thing.
GG's to Lightsword. I'm assuming he already has hammer.
You are correct, but he still doesn't have the items that he needs. It was in Child Spirit. I knew it was somewhere that Flame hadn't been. So yeah. Scale, Schlong. There's still another scale out there though. It could be in Ganon's. But yeah, Flame is never going to find that second scale. He's never, ever, ever going to go back to Shadow Temple for any reason. Alright, keyring. I feel so bad for both of them, because they're just like, I mean, at least with Lights, it's like, you know, he went to well early, so why would he go back there when he has, like, other stuff to do, right? But Flame just left so many checks when he went to certain areas. Like, I think in almost every dungeon he went to, just certain checks just weren't gotten, and so if Flame had to go back, he would just be double dipping everywhere. Blue fire arrows for Light. If the second scale is in fire, then that's just incredibly unfortunate, and I think there's nothing stopping Light from winning at that point. no matter how long it takes for him to go back to bottom of the well. And look at all these big chests. Like every big chest could just be like another item. It's another bomb bag. At least Flame is going back to GTG, but I mean, I guess he's not going to find anything there. Because we already know that there's nothing there. Unless toilet is a thing. We never saw light clear toilet earlier. We could be seeing Gerudo archery here too. Although I think like they would rather like lick a toilet than check toilet. It's like not one of those checks that's like super checkable, I guess you could say. Oh, I love the Thomas the Tank Engine music in these packs. I mean, he can't, like... The fact that he has to go all the way past the boat in Shadow Temple to get Din's Fire, to get into Spirit at all, is just, like, so incredibly rough. Flame's only hope is finding the second scale, because he's not gonna find the first one. Yeah. This is a pretty ugly seed. Oh, there's another quiver. A lot of items in Fire Temple, but they're all like upgrade items. I don't mind Flame coming back to check out the rest of this, but... Kind of a hilarious match to have as like the finale of the group stage, yeah. Ending it with the big shitty seed. What's really funny is that because I already looked at the spoiler log for the seed that they were gonna do this morning, I generated this new one just so it would be like a surprise to like see everything. So they could have played a really short like 12 sphere seed instead of whatever this is. And of course, as is tradition, we have to go all the way up in Fire Temple to at least Pierre in order to get the boss key, as is tradition. It's like there have been very few like good Fire Temples. It's always highest Goron, Pierre, Hammer, all the worst checks in the temple. Still no boss key. Nope, and that's just a skull, so we're going higher. Yeah, I think if I tried to give either one of them a hug, they'd probably be attacking me. So it won't be me, for sure. It's taking like all of my strength to not open this spoiler log and find out where the second scale is. I want to know so bad, but I gotta sit with you guys. We're gonna explore together. Although we will be pogging off for sure if Flame does end up finding the second scale. It just sucks that they're both kind of in a similar situation. It's like, you know, oh yay, Saria's song has Nocturne, I guess, except Flame is like, oh, I gotta beat Fire. And Light is like, oh, I gotta beat Deku. Though, I think Flame will probably find Hammer before he has the chance to get it. Because I think Hammer isn't in, like, that hidden of a spot. It's just, you know, when he sees it, it's like, oh, well, now I'm just looking for a different item. Yeah, that's true, Schlong. That's very true. It's almost out of here. Although, I think FlameForged has already checked the stuff up here, so I'm not sure why we're spawning blocks. Okay, I was like, is this gonna only spawn the second one? I don't know why it only spawned one block. I guess because he wasn't in range of the second one, but I've never seen that happen before. Yeah, he sees nothing here, so it's like, oh, I guess we're gonna have a double check in here just to see if I missed anything. No, you definitely didn't miss anything. No items. And of course, boss key on Hammer. Alright, so not sure what Flame plans to do now. Oh, he's gonna check the Composer Grave. Wait, why are we checking highest score on? Is that a big item chest? It must have been, because otherwise why would you ever check this? Oh yeah, it is. And the last item in fire is an ice trap. Alright, so I like this strat from Light. Instead of save quitting, he's leaving out the door so he can hammer down the... Well, I guess he doesn't need to hammer down the pillar, but he can fall down here, and then he's right in front of the boss door. I feel like a lot of people would probably overlook this and just, like, save warp out. Oh, Flame never checked this either, but I don't think it was anything. I think, yeah. Oh, Flame already checked that. Yeah, he's just, like, completely, like, forgotten everything. I mean, it has been 3 hours, and a lot of it's just been looking around for whatever. Alright, this is kind of an iffy looking Volvagia from Light. I think he's still able to keep doing damage. Oh, that was it. I forgot we have Big Gore on swords, so it's a lot easier to get the one cycle. Less damages need to be dealt. So maybe Flame's going back to Water Temple now. There is a bunch of stuff that he left behind. Oh, going back to Shadow Temple. Alright. There's Light's 4th medallion. So he'll be going to cannons now to figure out where his light arrows are. FlameForged going back into Shadow Temple here is really big though. In order to get that scale, he does have a long way to go though, because I think it was on the torches in the Shadow Room. And even if he gets that, he doesn't know that the hammer's in Lake Hylia. So I think Flame is still going to be doing a lot of looking. But I mean, this is of course if Flame goes past the boat. Like, dude, you can stun all 3 of those with a nut? I actually didn't know that. Well, I mean, Light's definitely going to be checking Ganon's castle. I can't see him leaving Ganon's castle without full clearing it. But I mean, after that, like, what does he have to check? Light's full cleared water. He's full cleared shadow. He's done everything he can in spirit. He's full cleared forest. He's full cleared fire. He's full cleared GTG. Like, Light doesn't have a lot of other places to go. Like, Flame has checks in, like, every dungeon still. Almost. Just because so many got left behind. So, going back to bottom of the well just for those final 2 checks might be kind of higher up on the priority list, because I actually don't think Light has a lot left to check in the game. Alright, here we go. We'll see what Light does. Like I said, I can't imagine it's not Ganon's, but now he knows Lost Woods. And I don't know if Light cleared the target game either. But of course, I'm sure he'll be rolling his eyes. Yeah, so Flame is like, where do I go now? Still a couple checks he hasn't done in Shadow... Oh my god. Light now checking his medallions 3 hours and 14 minutes into the seed. I guess now it matters, because now he needs to know what, you know, dungeons he needs to get his Saria's song. Straight to child. Yeah. I mean, he's not going to bottom of the well, first off. If we see a bolero, then yes. But straight to child is a good step in the right direction. The fact that he didn't check... the fact that he didn't check Ganon's castle is kind of weird to me. Alright, so Flame... I think Flame has checked everything in Shadow now, except for those checks at the end of Shadow. Like, I think that's all he has left. The fact that he hasn't left Shadow at this point is, good. A little lower. There you go. Oh, there we go. Close, close. Alright, so Light is getting the Keaton mask. So I know for a fact that he got the hint. I really want to open the log and see where he got that skull mask hint, because I know for a fact that he got it. And it makes sense that that he's doing this, because checking skull mask and target in the woods is something that I don't think Light ever did. So, wrong corner, wrong corner. There you go. All right, still nothing. Please don't leave now. Okay, we're still in. We're still here. We're one room away from boat. Alright. Light about to be very sad. Unless I just misspoke and Skull Mask happens to be light arrows, but I'm very sure that it's not. It was... I saw B when he was checking his... when he got that hint. So it starts with B, so it's bomb bag or bottle or something. Now... the thing that worries me about FlameForged is, where was the other strength? The other strength was in Child Spirit, right? Oh, it was a bottle of milk. Okay. So if Flame finds the other strength in Spirit, then he'll probably full clear it, because he does have Mirror Shield as well. And so he'll just end up doing more of Spirit. Whereas, you know, Light never had any reason to touch Adult Spirit. Alright, Light's checking Goron Pot now. I can appreciate this. We know it's not on Darunia, obviously, because that requires Saria's song as well. He will find... I don't remember where the strength was. I think the strength was in the basement, wasn't it? He probably doesn't, Because what is scale used for when you have iron boots, right? No, he hasn't seen hammer. Flame has never been to Lake Hylia as child. So Flame doesn't know that the hammer is sitting in Lake Hylia. What he needs could be on child fishing. Okay, just a chest there. Yeah, can't do that. Please don't leave. He doesn't know the skull is in the other room! Check the other room! Go to the other room! He came all the way. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that that's even an option. It's over. It's absolutely over. Unless he finds a second scale. It's only a matter of time before Light goes to bottom of the well as during his child. If Light goes back adult, then I need to piss, so I'm gonna just get up. But right now this is too intense. So we're holding it for the excitement. But if Light goes back adult, then we're gonna be sitting here for a while. However, Flame is never ever going back to Shadow. He thinks he's full cleared it. So it's just lack of knowledge, right? And that's probably your biggest downfall in a rando, is not knowing all the checks. Because it doesn't matter how good you are at the game or how bad you are at the game. If you don't know the checks, then you're just done. And no, we haven't. Light left Ganon's castle. Oh, he's going to bottom of the well. Okay, I'm going to use the washroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. And yeah, it is 100% BanjOver. I should see if I can get an emote commission for that. I just don't know what it would be. Although it would be BanjOver. Because of the R. BanjOver. Kokiri sword! There we go! Light 100% knows he's in go mode now. Watch out! So this match was 100% FlameForged's to win for sure. Like, he had it in the palm of his hand, but just couldn't do it. All because of one chesty boy. Or scully boy. One eight-legged boy. It's everyone's favorite chocolate candy. chocolate versus candy. Lamau. I guess I like Coffee Crisp. Favorite chocolate bar, Coffee Crisp for sure. I do like Mr. Big as well. For like chocolate bar. Kit Kats I really enjoyed when I was younger, but the novelty of Kit Kats is like worn out on me because I just like bite the bar. I don't even separate the sticks anymore. Which is like sacrilege. But it's like, yeah. And like when you separate the sticks, like your hands get all chocolatey because, you know, to, you know, separate the bar, you need to get your, like your hands all melted on it and this shit. It's like, yeah. Coffee Crisp was fun when I cared to like play with my food. In that case, you'd put things like Twizzlers. Or like cheese strings. Like I'd bite cheese strings. I don't like, you know, make them into shapes. Like give them little skirts and stuff, you know. Then again, the only reason I ever like buy, well, I mean, they're wafer chocolate bars, right? It's like almost every chocolate bar can be considered wafer. Well, I guess not necessarily because they have layers, but I mean, almost every chocolate bar has a layer that's wafer. I've never had a Milka bar. We have a British section at our store, and I've always wanted to try these like milky bars. They look like Kit Kats, but they're like milk flavored. Apparently Trep says they're really good. But I don't know, I've never bought them because it's like $8 because they're imported. Peppermint candies filled with chocolate. Yeah, German chocolate's pretty good. We got a lot of UK chocolate here just because Cadbury is like English, and so we have like a shit ton of Cadbury stuff. Like real Cadbury stuff, not like Americanized Cadbury chocolate. Yeah. German and Dutch chocolate are both like really good. It's just something about being made overseas, you know. Alright, Light Sword on his way. Got his opponent's song after warping away. It's kind of hilarious. And here we go, getting Saria's song. The last song required. And unfortunately now it's like, go back child, get the song, or get the light arrows, go back adult. It's like jumping back and forth between child, adult at the very end of the seed is always just so terrible. What is that? Fat cat in tuxedo. I got cat emotes too. We got lots of Garfield emotes on the channel. Everyone always like fills this one in. 'Cause it's just like, why would you ever not go ah? Clipping the banjo races, I saw that like all the time. Or, you know, people who just go like, yeah. I shouldn't be trusted adding emotes to the channel. But like I've said a million times, when you have like 1,000 emote slots, why not use like 700 of them for stupid emotes? Or more, right? Flame probably going back to Water Temple now. Yeah. I mean, Go-Go kept getting got by the one. Hey, it's light arrows! We got light arrows! The only reason Garfield emotes are on the channel is because Condi asked me to add this one. But I think I already said that before too. Finally, I know, right? It's been a long, long journey. And I mean, it could have been much shorter if FlameForged would have actually got Dins at the beginning of the seed. Like, Flame could have had Dins at the very beginning of the seed, first time he went here. But just never ended up finding it, right? If you don't know the check exists, why would you go check it? So this seed will probably be done in like maybe 5-ish minutes. I'm not sure how long the fights take combined together, but Ganondorf is pretty quick if we get a 1 cycle. 5 to 6, yeah. I figured about 5. Of course, it also depends on if you have like an epically bad Ganondorf fight where, like, you know... FlameForged accidentally fast-forwarding his emulator. Disqualified! But, I mean, he was just standing there not doing anything when he zipped forward, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's just standing there menacingly in fast motion. Since we're in the Ganondorf fight, let's actually find out where this second scale was. Because I don't know, I'm really curious. Light trial. That's great. So yeah, Flame was never finding it. Where were our strengths? 2 strengths in Spirit. 1 strength was in Child Spirit, and the other strength was in Upper Adult Spirit. So yeah, both strengths locked behind Din's fire. So in the end, it really did rely on having Dins. And it just came back to bite him in the butt. I gotta ask him what that fanfare is, if he knows. Ganon, down in the first phase. We only have 1 phase left to go, and then we can get put out of their misery. Light having a little bit of a hard time with Ganon here. This is why I like jump slashing the tail instead of stabbing, just because you get to like see, especially on Wii. But Flame about to die to death from drowning. Not gonna be able to get all the way up there, but like I said, he's gonna be dragged in a second anyway, so. Seed done. GG's Light. He is going to be moving on to the bracket stage. And unfortunately, Flame gets eliminated. So let's go ahead and pull him in. Alright, you guys. GG's. I'm sorry I had to put you through that, Seed. So Flame, I gotta say, every time you chimed in with your microphone, you were heavily in the lead. Heavily. Hello?
Oh, so where was Hammer?
So Hammer was in Lake Hylia as child. Just you had to, the one you had to dive to.
Oh, and I never got a scale, so
that
was his game over then.
So you, like I said, you were heavily in the lead, but at the back of Shadow Temple, there's 3 rooms. One of them has a skull in it, which was Din's Fire.
Back of Shadow Temple.
Yeah, you know, there's the spike walls, then there's the Floor Master, and then there's the one with the 3 pots, and there's a skull in that room.
Oh.
Actually, next to the door where you need it.
Yeah, that was required to get the scale from Spirit Temple. And the other scale was in Light Trial, locked behind 2 strengths, which were both in Spirit Temple. So,
oh my god, I got bailed.
Yeah, so like you found Kokiri Sword ultra early, and that put you way in the lead. But it was just that Din's Fire.
I knew I was hunting for, and that's the best part. I even went back.
Yeah, you went back. you even cleared the flame room, and we were like, all right, one more room, and it could possibly be it, because we knew you were probably going to Spirit right after you found Din's, if you found Din's. But I was worried that because you would have found the 2nd strength in Spirit, you would have fully cleared Spirit at that point. No problem, I'm sure. But yeah. Just, I guess, I don't know if you didn't know that skull was there at all.
I didn't.
Yeah, so it was kind of unfortunate, because I actually screamed when Light got it earlier, because I was like, wouldn't it be funny if that was Din's, and then Boss Key, or the key ring, was like in the next room, but you guys didn't have magic at that point yet, so. Light also did a super early, Reverse Wasteland. So Light had like the long shot mirror shield magic like way earlier than you did, but at that point it didn't really matter, just because the whole seed was just like, okay, Light basically fully cleared bottom of the well, so there's no way Light's going back to bottom of the well to find that Kokiri Sword. And I think you must have like last checked it, yeah, like
I think there's still like the Wall Ganon Castle, there is bottom of the world, which was painted with the hero from Kakariko, and I think there was like something in. I don't even know if there's anything, honestly.
yeah.
No, I don't think there's anything else. I think it's Last Rock.
Yeah.
Except for Ganon Castle and Spirit.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was also Spirit, but then you would have had to find the other strength. And I actually don't remember where, Flame, you found your first strength. That was
Deku.
Oh, it wasn't in Deku.
It wasn't Deku.
Oh, it was in the top. It was in the top of Deku. That's right.
Makes sense because I skipped the
Slingshot.
whole Deku tree.
Yeah, slingshot chest was Deku. So yeah, by the time you had Hammer, it was like, but it was really funny because like when you were like. When you popped on your mic, Flame, and was like, alright, Light probably has the hammer, like, Light just got the hammer, like, 2 minutes before. And so, it was just like, at that point, it was like, every other time you piped in, I was like, you're still in the lead until Light decides to go back to well. But then, and we were like, pogging off when you went back to Shadow, but it just was unfortunate that
I lost to another nonsensical skull. It is what it is.
yeah. And I mean, I I laughed the first time you piped in at like, you know, I hate you, GDO, for generating another 40 skull seed, but it was funny.
It wasn't in the end. It wasn't in the end, but you know.
It wasn't, but you still got your first magic from from the 40 skulls.
Hey,
For
But
someone that
as me was saying in chat, man, Flame is doing really good for skulls in this seed, and I was like, well, he keeps getting given skull seeds, so you can only do so many before you get really good at it. So something for both of you that I don't know if there was any logic behind this. Both of you guys skipped Ganon's castle checks when you were looking for a hammer. Like you
I
guys,
have not had a seed with it where I've had to go through Ganon's castle ever with your current settings. I don't know if that's just getting lucky or otherwise, but I wouldn't. With the way things are going, I'm just like, hammer's got to be somewhere in the other locations.
Well, there was 2 chances out of 3, I think, where it wouldn't matter to do Ganon Castle for the Cocktail Sword, because I
Yeah.
didn't know at this point that it was Saria's locked, so I had to check out first if it was.
Yeah.
And while I was child, I was like, might as well clean up before going back to Ganon Castle.
Oh,
Because
well, yeah, I
also
guess.
not having Trench 2 is kinda meh.
Yeah, I guess for you it was different because you already had all your stones. So
Yeah.
you were looking for your last medallion before the light arrows, but
Oh, we lost Flame.
yeah. All right, Flame was in a hurry to get out, so
Oh, okay.
because Seed went way longer than he thought, I think. So
Yeah.
another thing I had to ask you was fully checking your Baron Zora's domain.
Fuck it. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I don't want anyone to freak into it. It's just that some drama was happening in my chat, and
Oh, gotcha.
I
Just
wasn't very
focused.
focused at this point, and I was like monitoring whatever was happening,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and yeah, I just like autopiloted on Zora's domain and
Okay.
ended up doing everything. And also when I just finished the domain and I was up at King Zora, I was like fucking idiot. Or something.
Yeah. There was one other thing. I don't know if this has to do with that either, but there was a skull mask hint like that you got super early on in the seed, and you just kind of skipped past it, but you never put it on your tracker. But I remember seeing you get it. I just can't remember where it was.
Really?
Zora's. You never went to Upper Zora's River, right? The grottos, and then.
No, I don't think I took any Zora's River.
Maybe you didn't, because yeah, both Skull Mask hints were in Zora's River. One was in
Yeah,
the
that
open.
makes sense.
One was next to the grotto, and the other one was in the grotto.
Yeah, because I skipped everything. I just
Yeah.
had the hint from.
Yeah, that's right. I think okay, it must have been Flame that did it, and he just never marked
Yep,
it on his tracker.
probably.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, GG's. Congrats on winning this terrible seed. You advance to the bracket stage first seed in your group. So,
Yeah.
So I guess I can let everybody know. So unfortunately, me, Pixel, Zebra, and FlameForged, this is our exit from the tournament. We didn't make it past the group stage. But in Group A, advancing to bracket stage is Light in first seed, Asmi second, and Lord Fluffy in third seed. And in Group B, we have Sini, Schlongster, and Electric Fortune. So those matches are going to be set up pretty soon. I'm hoping I can have time to make a quick highlight video for the bracket stages before those start. But I mean, I had like, you know, all the time it took to do this race to do it, but I just kind of put it off anyway. So yeah. So bracket stages should be a good time. Looking at the bracket stages, oh, I guess it won't fill in until I start the bracket stages, but I'll do that later. So, anyways, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, did you have anything else to say about this garbage seed?
Uh, except that it was garbage. I don't know.
Yeah, that's about it. There's not much else to say, really.
Yeah. Not much to say. Yeah, Strange fucked me very hard.
Which did?
This is Strange in general, like not having a Strange for so long.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, not having strength is pretty terrible. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it for me for today. I'm gonna go ahead and send y'all to Pixel Wheezy, who's doing some Banjo-Kazooie. So go give Pixel some love. Let him know how the race went. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon for the bracket stage of the Booter 3 tournament. So see you guys later. Bye.
Boy.